Hooray!
The Out There channel.
Please sub and share.
Ooh, all those little nibbles.
Searching for the truth. UFOs, aliens, greys and ufology. Real images, real stories, real videos, real cases, researched and investigated by professionals in the field and cutting-edge discoveries. Multiple witnesses, abduction accounts brought to you by Team The Out There channel. Good to be back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action.
Action.
Come on. Come on. Are we there yet? Finally. I tell you, it's been like things trying to stop me doing the live show for the last half an hour. But anyway, yay, we finally got there. Yes, Shagun, how's it going? And yeah, it's a start. Yeah, it took much longer to get up and running. Not sure why. Sometimes the font got changed down to really small, so I had to figure that one out because I can't see it otherwise. That's the you know, half blind. I'm pretty much half blind. I'm only running on one good eye really. And that can go blurry some days because it's get overused, right? I live here, you know, 14-hour days. Anyway, looks like it's all up and running. I'm not sure if Gabbers joined the side chat or not. I'm not sure if he's even there. He's always doing stuff though. Yep. Okay, I'll just post him a message. We are live. Generally, people join you ahead of launching, right? So you can make sure the mic's okay. Gabbers, I'm not sure. Is Gabbers' mic always too loud? It seems alright when I play it back on Google, but in the headset it can get quite loud. And I noticed on Cambion's live show that we joined, that he was getting so excited that his microphone was almost sounded like a dialect, distorting to hell. So yeah, it's kind of good panel for Halloween. If you've not seen it, me and Gabber are on it. That's the second time I've been on Cambion's show. He gets to choose who to let on though. You can sort of click the links and sit in the Holden room. But yeah, we've got our one running today. If you want to join, chat along, you're quite welcome to. As long as you're civil, you know, we're always pretty civil people here. And yeah, there's no rush really today. We just can mosey along until we finish. So I'm going to do pretty much the same as what we normally do, just look at things. I think Secureteam's put out something as well. Haven't really looked over much really. Thirdphase, haven't really been interested in looking at their garbage, but no doubt it's doing the rounds out there. We always seem to get from people dot UFOs, and I really hate dot UFOs because the technology we've got today, there's no reason to film dots in the sky. You should be able to telephoto onto them now. Even my 20 times soon, we can see a plane, at least the silhouette of the plane, at least 100 kilometers away, right? That was my last live show I did, and that was during the daytime. And we're talking about UFOs being sent to me on Twitter. And daytime footage from the UK. It's just garbage. It really is. That just annoys me. And the person saying, "Oh, I debunk it. It's not planes," but I don't see any evidence of them using the apps, right? And the line of sight, and show us what's strictly in line of sight on the flight radar, going 200 kilometers away. They're using a 300 millimeter lens, but I said, what optical zoom you onto it, because they can be you turn it up to about 18 times, I think, on a 300. So they, I just feel that people just messing me around on Twitter, and I tell them to join the Discord and they don't. Just really annoying. If they're serious into UFOs and trying to find information, right, they would be joining the Discord group, and they'd be posting the images up and asking everybody what they think, including myself, right? You don't mess around. I think they just try and do it to get more eyes on their material on Twitter or whatever. I'm not interested. I'm going to refuse to even answer what do you think questions on Twitter if they don't want to come and join the Discord group. UAP. I suppose we'll get time to look at it. So yeah, I'm not a beginner. How many people here? Just you, Shogun. Shogun's here. Who else do you need? So you've been elevated to #1 fan. I wonder what happened to some of our donators, because that's kind of weird. We don't see Mike King anymore. People just seem to go quickly. They come, donate, and then never see them again. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I had a non-member donation. I got a couple of people on membership, but yeah, that's not gonna help me much, is it? Oh, what happened there? What's that doing over there? Did that get moved, or did it end up with a copy? Somehow I got live chat. Where's that dragged from? Let me just zoom into that. That must have got dragged out of folder. Let me just cut it. Yeah, you just don't know. You can accidentally click things and make copies. Especially when you got 2 monitors. But I really need 3 monitors. Of course, for that you need money. But I'm not sure this table can hold much more over the bed. It's pretty loaded up. I might try do some just standard live shows where I'm mucking around with the keyboard, maybe playing music on it. I might set up a camera on the end here, a smartphone camera that looks downwards onto the table. So I've got some ideas of future things I can do where it's not just UFOs and computers and stuff. Just hang out live shows, that would be pretty cool. But anyway, we don't have to think too much, can just relax. I crave playing around on the keyboard, because a lot of music you hear is actually my creations, right? Apart from the end credits one, the rest of it is made by me. And they're like 10 or 5 minute messes around. When I'm bored, I just play around with the keyboard and think, oh, that's nice, I'll just record that. I might be able to edit it into a music track later. But yeah, whereabouts was that meant to go? I haven't got the folder open, so let me just open it up. I cut it. We're getting there. Get rid of all these little niggles. So I probably have to start cleaning up some of these folders. So was it a copy? I think it might have been. Anyway, I just leave them there for reference. I don't know what it was. Looks like I was doing a copy of it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Eventually it'll get deleted. Yeah, so I'm not sure where Gabber is. He's probably busy. We'll just leave that running. Anyone wants to join, and I will post up a link. To it, because most people haven't got the app installed or the room already pre-added. The app, you just enter the room name and it just ends up being one of your favorites or whatever on the app. But it's easy if you've got a laptop, especially on cable. It flies along then. No glitches. UK ISP is pretty crap though, from what I've seen. New Zealand's up there with speed, but we've only got one line out of the country, unfortunately, and it gets a bit overloaded. They reckon 90% of traffic is porn. So there you go. It's still modern days, and 90% of the traffic's porn, and probably 8% is Torriton or Piraton. Things never change. It doesn't matter how many people get thrown in jail. It's funny, copyright didn't used to be a criminal offence, but now if you take someone's TV show, they can throw you in jail for 5 years. You know, it's just ridiculous. And of course then they let out serial killers and rapists and all that, and they go and do another crime. USA is really funny. It's really broken, USA, I think. At least New Zealand's, it's still pretty standard. They're very careful who they let back out the prison. But I suppose we should begin. Of course, there you go. You got the side chat links there. I better check comments. Now I've got the screen messed up on the second one. On the first one, I mean. Let me just bring it all up again. And then I can see your comments. Let's see, whereabouts did we get to? Sleuth. No, and Sleuth. Intuition. Wish could afford it, Paul, if I want to, well... Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that forcing anyone to give donations, you know. You don't see me begging for every live show, you know. It's there. It's up to people to do super chat or whatever. I don't beg it like, and then I don't want to spend half a show thanking everybody. That's what my thing's at the bottom for. Well, meant to be. In the old days, I used to tick over quite regularly. You know, every show. It used to be like 5 donations every show, but those days are gone, I guess.
Hello.
Yeah, I saw you pop on. How's it going, Gabber?
G'day, mate. How are you?
Yeah, a bit rough, but getting there. Got the doctors tomorrow, so I won't be around till later tomorrow. 2 p.m. appointment, so... Hello, Mike. How's it going? What have we got here? Bought an Ikai sampler last week. Cool.
Ikai samplers, they're really good.
Yeah, it'd be good to actually do, you know, messing around with everybody sort of like on a virtual music meeting. I think you can do it. I think someone set up some sort of system. I think Plex was talking about. You should see Plex's studio.
You got a studio?
Yeah, he's got keyboards and mixers and 4 displays. It's like looking at a NASA launch facility.
303s and 808s.
Oh, he's got all sorts of sound modules and yeah.
You'd have to kick me out. If I go in there, you'd have to kick me out. I'd never leave.
Yeah, I just love tingling around with that stuff, especially old synthesizers.
I like the old analog sound. The old analog sound.
Yeah. I did actually do a couple of
Synths.
live shows demonstrating VSTs where you can play all the old keyboards from Korg, and the Korg ones are pretty good. I think I still got that one.
Korg are really good. They're a German brand, and they make really good
I think I
stuff.
still got it right here as a standalone. Let me see if I can find it. I did actually get a few
A lot of those
freebies
companies-
when I bought software and stuff.
A lot of those companies, they're making those machines again, but they're like bringing them out again. They stopped making them decades ago.
There we go. Here's one of them. Failed to open the MIDI device. Okay.
Mid-eyes
I haven't tested them all out with live streaming though. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
It's really cool sound just on the first one. Sounds creepy, eh?
You're an alien.
That's just running up and down the keyboard here. Yeah, you can see you got lots of knobs you can turn. Can't even remember. Can't even see where you change the sound bank. But it's got pre-programmed sounds in it. But that's one of the better soundtrack ones there. And you can just turn the knobs and change it slightly. Probably subtle changes, you know. Sounds like 1950 sci-fi. Yes, it's really cool fun to play around with. You can spend a whole day on this. Welcome to the news. It's a special bulletin report. GUFON has cursed everybody in the world. There we go. See, we're not so boring here, are we? But anyway, there's a lot more synthesizers there in that little thing, but it's not about synthesizers today. But I will do a live show and just have a bit of a fun with them, you know. The best one I've come across is Omnisphere. Expensive though, expensive. And then you can get all the add-on voice packs where people have sampled and made up the voice banks for you. Or you can try and make your own ones. Another one is, what was it called? Forget the names of them all, but yeah, it's just amazing. All the different instruments, and it shows you the real instrument on the screen and everything. It's just really cool. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, I just want to get out GUFON stuff out the way, because he's been blabbing on about his dome security camera again. So I did some clips of what he was saying here, and I just want to address it all again, just to make sure. So what's happened this week is I found daylight footage of the balcony, the real one. So it's a different house. I never said it was the same house. I said it kind of looked like the same house with the same tree and the same type of balcony that they could have used with the glass panels, right? And so I found this daylight footage, and sure enough, I can't see the same glass panels, but it doesn't mean they're not there, because there are, as I'm going to show you, there are retractable ones and ones that you can clip on onto the railing system, and I'll show you what's available. So I still think it's a hoax, and Thirdphase are hoaxes, there's no doubt about it, 100%, 1000%, or what you want to say. And GUFON is, I don't know, either a shill or so deluded. He should be on a panel with Michael Saylor and the rest of the shills, as far as I'm concerned. In fact, Michael Saylor is part of their panel, isn't he? Part of the Thirdphase panel.
On their
So anyone that's
documentary.
no, he's been on their panel or something, hasn't he?
Well, he's on the
anyway.
one or two of their documentaries too, like guest.
Oh, yeah, definitely documentaries. That's where they make the money, because he's going to be in that, because he's after the money, right? It's how these guys survive. Else they'd have to go back and do a regular job.
I can't trust Dr. Sala after seeing that he's on the Thirdphase in documentaries. I can't trust him.
Yeah. What do we got here? Yes, I've got the MK Mini. That's what I've got, and that's what I might play around with. Actually, I've got the Play one that actually has a speaker on it, so you can just move it around, take it to the sister's house if you're bored, just play around on it. Although it's pretty weak volume out of it, so I have to see if I can hook up the outlet to a microphone input for a live stream. So there's a lot of things, you know. You think it's just easy to do a live show, but really you've got to make sure everything's set up right. Yep. So it looks like we've got 2 people on. And Mike Kim. So you guys are all on the Discord, so you know about what's going on. So I'll just play this clip anyway, and try not to laugh too much.
There's 3 other objects that are equidistant to one another, forming a triangle. So they forgot to tell you that.
No, I have sort of mentioned it. Well, the 3 other objects that he's talking about, I'm pretty sure are high mast lights, because Sedona has all of them over tracks over there. We probably could do a live street view and actually try and find some of these high mast lights, but I'll go over that.
What interests me about this is that they didn't have these cameras back then.
This voice makes me laugh.
2005. Okay, they didn't have cameras like this.
Oh yeah, so I'm not sure if I've proven already, but I did a Google search, 10 minutes, and found that the first dome cameras come out in 1996. So he's saying they didn't have them in 2005. It's just hilarious, because that's like another 9 years on where the technology would have improved. No, they actually had dome cameras in 1960s, but they had PTZs, which they call, what's it stand for? Basically, it allows you to move it around. In 1996, the first ones come out then.
This does not look like a security camera to me. It's similar, I get it, but it's not. Definitely isn't. First of all, what is it attached to? It must be dangling.
So I covered this last time too. It's obviously on a boom arm, and it can also be retractable or swingable, right? So if it's on a post on the balcony, it might be able to be rotated around on a motor that swings the arm in and out. So if you've got someone that's leaning over a balcony, straight away you might want to swing the security camera over and keep an eye on them. And a lot of those have like intercom. So, GUFON, step back over the rail, else we'll have security come and remove you. You don't want a jumper, especially if the balcony's on a cliff as he claims it is. Although he hasn't given us a shop name. He's never ever given us a shop name. I wonder why.
I'm wondering, because usually these are put in the corners, hidden away from the public. Why would this be dangling in the sky is beyond me.
It's not. We can't see what it's holding.
It's just weird. So you mean to tell me I took the most perfect picture and faked, or either cropped, I guess you could say I cropped it. If you saw the original photo, you can see I didn't, but they won't show you that. Yeah, here's the original, I believe.
I'm pretty sure you can just do a Google search. Dome camera. My eyes are not terribly great at the moment, guys, so just bear with me. Camera. Boom. Let's just try that. Okay, these are obviously going to be more modern ones we're going to get. because I haven't limited it by year. Okay, this is one's for table. So yeah, I don't think they would have something like that attached to a balcony, but if you upscale it though, all the possibilities are there, especially if it's motorized. So these dome cameras can be mounted any way which, right? On the side of the wall, on the ceiling, on the floor even. I've got more over different angles in the house here. Probably need to put commercial dome camera. Commercial maybe. Is that going to give us something better? So he keeps pointing to ones that like this in the 1990s, right? Sure enough, you can get those bullet ones, as they're called, but a lot of these security ones definitely were around. Yeah, I was just trying to find a dome camera on a arm. So there's one mounted on a little tiny arm. Let's try pole or high mast light, because that's what they have at Sedona, don't they? I don't know why it's coming up with those ones first though. Oh, here we go. There's one with a load of them on a transformer, but you can get ones on long arms that swing around, right? I'll just zoom in. There's one on a long arm there, but it's again bullet ones in different angles. That looks like a similar one. Can't quite see that one. CCT. Yeah, it's this. Let's put dome camera pole maybe. Let's see what we get for those ones. Yeah, it looks like the pole I got for my home sky watching. That one's a telephoto one that goes upwards. They cost hundreds. Oh, there we go. So high mast light ones, they have like these ones all over Sedona, which we might be able to find on Street View. But yeah, this is just a matter of having one of these on a long arm on next to the balcony, and it's on it's like a rotation motor that winds it out. Is that one of them there where it sort of can scroll along? I don't know. Maybe here's one on a long arm. So I think we're looking at something like this here for his UFO, right? So it didn't take too much of a search, and you can see here it could possibly have a base where it rotates around, so they can actually get more different angles of view, right? And that one looks like it goes upwards, so they can bring it down and up. Yeah, it's kind of a lot of different ways to do it. Oh, here we go. That one's on a really long one as well. There you go. It's got transformer at the top there with batteries, probably backup power. I'm just trying to. Oh, look at that one way at the top there. So if it's the wrong one, if that whole thing rotated around, look at all the angles you would have. You know, if you could rotate it there on the base here with electric motor, you could have that camera cover 360 view quite easily. There's no ideas, but they're not bullet. I mean, they're not dome. There's one with a series of them going upwards. I'm always looking at security cameras because I'm always looking for new ideas, you know, for sky watching. Now here's one arms you can get, right? Why is it not zooming in? Stupid magnifiers fighting the browser for the mouse control. But anyway, yeah, so let's go back to this idiot talking about they don't
I
exist.
believe this is part of it. Is this it? Hold on, I got it here, I think. Yeah, it won't let me open it. But let me show you what the debunkers are. The Electronics Mini Dome Color Surveillance Camera. This is from 2003. They're very small. Very small. And, you know, they got a white thing, but these weren't.
Okay, so if they had a mini dome in 2003, they're definitely going to have the larger ones as well in 2005. What a complete moron this guy is.
And
right?
I've asked now 3 people who have sent me similar stuff, but nothing that matches. I can show you another one here, what the cameras actually did look like that I captured.
You see, this is how stupid this guy is. He has to hold up his phone to the webcam just to show you. That's not professional, is it?
In 2000 and this is back in that's a camera from 2005. That's what they look like. Further, possibly 1995.
He holds his phone up to a camera.
He didn't
What
let
the fuck
me,
is?
as
What
a
is he
host
doing?
because I didn't. So
I'm sure he doesn't know.
Again,
He
not to,
doesn't know what he's doing.
No. So that was one clip. Because
Who holds their phone? Who holds their phone up to the camera? You just
Yeah, did
share
I-
screen, like.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a part 2 to that, wasn't there? Or was there? Not sure. All right. This is what he's saying is a real UFO case, right? And Plex said it looks like one of those little capsules you get for coffee machines. But yeah, I think someone made that in shop class, right? The school kids apparently found it in the field. He said it's a lesser known UFO case, so no wonder, because it's so hoaxy that no one's going to to promote it. I can't remember what the case was called.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Let's see, clip 1.
What are you doing? To say hello. Hello.
What's Gabber doing? He's got his space alien with him.
The cat jumped on the table. Say hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. See, she's the same cat that's on my the logo for my YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
I put a picture of her on my logo.
Yeah, no, this guy's
YouTube.
always doing AI art with cats and UFOs. So you know where his mind is.
What do you mean?
So they found
Who doesn't like pussy and UFOs? It's a good combination.
She likes to be on the action bollocks for it. She wants to be on TV.
No,
Hey,
it's actually a theme that I run my UFO channel on Bilibili.
Yeah.
My UFO channel on Bilibili. In my intro and in my outro, there's like black cat walking around, and then UFOs and aliens.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
And then my logo's got the cat on it. So it's just one of the it's a unique identifier. When someone sees the logo with the alien and the cat, they automatically think, oh, that's the guy with the UFO and the cats.
Right.
You know,
So,
it's something that nobody else has. So I just
yeah,
made it like my
cats are
own
really
unique.
popular for getting subs and ratings for some reason. If you put a dog up like I do, it doesn't have much impact. But as soon as you put cats on your video, everybody loves you.
I don't know why they
like Linda Moulton
that.
Howe. She's always got this big fluffy cat. I'm not sure you've seen Linda Moulton Howe live streams. She's always hugging these big cats.
Linda's Molt. Linda's moldy hole. How? What?
Anyway, this is a close-up of his so-called best UFO video he's ever taken, right?
Best.
Okay, you can see it's a security camera. I don't think this is an enhanced one I did, but you can see it's got one base here. It's got another base here. That's because back in those old days, there was a certain type of camera that rotated around this way, and the ball would go up and down only, right? But you can see there's a little hole here. And there's the lens hole, right? You can see the reflection of the light from the sun in this way. So you can see it's a 3D object. So, next one. That's his original image, but it doesn't show the so-called 3 triangles. Or the 3 light triangles, or whatever he's talking about. And here's some sort of enhancement to bring out the edges. Again, you can see there's definitely a hole here, and there seems to be a gap going up where this goes up and down, and you can see the levels here. So the enhancement wasn't terribly that great. Let's just move on. So this is the type of camera I think it is. This is obviously a newer one where they reduced the size of the base and the amount of plastic used, but you can see there's a little hole for this to look straight on, right? So it needs that little hole for that lens. This is obviously a really big lens in this one, and it's got a lot of LEDs. So this is a really, obviously a high-end, latest modern camera. So you can see this one's mounted upside down. Can be motorized or not motorized. You can just angle it up and down with your hand, I suppose. And it doesn't need a glass dome over the top of it, right? And that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for a camera, an older version of this in 2005. Although I didn't manage to find anyone, because it's not like anyone's going to have a catalogue of old cameras still up on their website, right? So it's going to be replaced 5 years further on.
Google Wayback Machine.
Yeah, so you'd have to search around in the archives and stuff, which takes a long time. So to me, that's a security camera. You see the details once we get too far away, because once you're zoomed up, obviously our eyes starts to see pixels. But once you look at the enhanced one with the with the blurry one, you can see here it definitely looks like a defined security camera. I can't see that being a UFO in the life of me. A UFO flying upside down, taking a picture.
How come he's only got one photo? How come he's only got one photo?
He did 3 snapshots and it appears in 2. I think appears here, and then he took another snapshot over this way, and it appears there. So he had some overlap. So he did an overlap photograph there. And
It's the second photo from a different angle.
Yeah, so he took it over here, and then he took another one over here.
That's bullshit right there. You see a UFO, you're not moving. You are not moving. You're sitting there going click, 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 click. You're not like, let me move into another position to get a better angle, so it's a more scenic panoramic shot. No, you see it, you're like bang, bang, click, 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 click. You don't move. You do not move.
He didn't see it.
The fact that he's moved around from another angle is trying to make it look like it's moving.
Yeah, but he didn't see it, he says.
What do you mean he didn't see it?
Well, I don't know if these old cameras had LCD screens on. I can't remember what camera maker he said it was.
He takes pictures of the clouds during the daytime? Get out of here.
He was doing a scenic view of Sedona, is what he was saying. And when he looked back on the big screen at home, he saw the UFO and the 3 other UFOs, which were over this way.
He doesn't look like the type. He doesn't look like the type of guy that does scenic photographs of rural landscapes.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, have I got it here? I did a video of it, of this one here, so you can have a laugh at it. I'm not sure if I posted it. I think I did though, didn't I? where he holds his hand over the image and he says, "Imagine this is the secure my UFO." Was it on that one? Let's see. Is that the one? Yeah. No, is it? Let's see. All right, this is the funny bit. Have a laugh at this one. See, this is the thing. He doesn't know any technical stuff, right? And his camera keeps going out of focus. What he really should do is just set a manual focus on the camera, which you can do in the settings.
How's he going to do black magic and curse everyone if he doesn't know how to operate a camera? It does have a manual. You can download the manual. The manuals are free online, free PDF.
Well, he certainly doesn't know how to change it to manual focus, so he was always the
Doesn't
same
know how to
distance
read.
away. No, probably not.
Had since
He's
2005.
he's got these BS excuses that doesn't make any logical sense.
Yeah, let's just have a laugh at this anyway.
I think it's one of the greatest UFO photos ever.
I think
Naturally,
it's one of the
but it
greatest
really is.
UFOs ever.
And-
It really is. He's really trying to convince people
never
that it's
really-
the greatest.
I mean, I'll usually show that photo.
You notice how he's making a story up though, because he's doing the NLP, right? He's always looking to the
Right.
right, yeah.
Once a year. But
Oh.
it's funny how now, even after I posted it the last couple of years, did a show with it in there and the haters watching, nobody said anything until now.
See, the whole story is looking right. Quick looks right. I'll see if I can zoom in a bit more on it.
Isn't that funny? Yeah, it just goes to show you, once they hate you.
Okay, so I actually did debunk this years ago when it first came out.
He always
Okay.
says they hate me. That's why they're saying I'm hoaxing and faking
Well,
stuff.
we never said, none of us said we hate him.
When have we ever said we hate him? When have we ever attacked him anywhere
Yeah.
in social media? Have you attacked him? Have I attacked him?
No.
Has Stephen Cambion attacked him? None of
No.
us have attacked him. None of us attacked him. We've actually said
Yeah.
nice things. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and he just keeps calling us haters. He's doing
Yeah.
what Tyler does. Oh, I can't talk.
We're
to the
only
haters.
laughing. We're only laughing at his claims and his bullshit, and we're
I
just
can laugh
calling.
at whatever. I can laugh at whatever the f I want to laugh at.
Yeah, he's meant to be
He's going to call me a
entertainment.
hater. Is he going to call me a hater because I'm laughing at him? I don't hate him. I don't
Yeah,
hate
so let's
anything
just
about
watch him again as he lies because he's looking right.
But it really is. And I never
There we go.
really...
There we go.
I mean,
There
I'll
we go.
usually show that photo once a year, but
Look.
it's funny how now, even after I posted it the last couple of years, did a show with it in there and the haters watching, nobody said anything
The
until
haters
now.
watching.
Isn't that funny? Yeah, it just goes to
haters are
show you,
watching.
once they hate you, they
Once
will
they hate you.
automatically
He-
love to hate you.
He's pushing for that we.
That's okay too.
Somebody hates him,
Now,
but he.
the mysterious
Nobody hates him.
Kira UFO encounter. You just saw what my UFO looked like. And I've always wondered if there was ever anybody with evidence that could possibly be like that UFO that I captured. And in this video, you're going to see a UFO. Now take a look at this, because I'm going to shock you. It looks like my UFO, and I have to put my finger on it because I want to show it to you upside down. That looks like my UFO. That's the UFO. See?
Can you
Right?
please-
It's a bell
Can you please
shape.
stop hating him?
It's
Can
got
you please stop hating
some
him?
sort of ridges in here.
Please,
I mean,
Paul,
it's
please,
very
Paul,
similar
Stop hating GUFON. He's lovely. He's a
to
lovely
what I
soul.
captured.
He's got a lovely
And that's
soul.
why we're going to talk
He's not
about the
there. He sold
Kira
it to the devil, but you know what I mean.
UFO encounter. Kera.
He sold his soul
Kira.
to the devil.
That's just hilarious.
100.
I just find that so funny for a even Cambion wouldn't be that amateur
How
to
could
hang
you?
up.
How could you hate that man? He makes us laugh so much. He makes us happy.
Oh, I forgot how to spell it now. Well, is that Kao? Kira.
His stupidity is like hilarious.
I was just-
We can't stop laughing. He provides so much humor for us. How could you hate
Hero.
somebody like that?
Correct.
He's like one of those, the clowns, the jesters in the King's Court, and they've got to do tricks and say funny things.
I don't think it's
Like
how you
one of them.
spell it. Most notorious UFO incidents. Midlands. Yeah, it's just hilarious. How did he spell it? I have to go back to it. So, hang on, Gabber. I can only sort of handle so much. Come back to that one.
I've had since 2000. You just saw what my UFO looked like, and I've always wondered if there
You
was
see that photo
ever
he showed?
anybody with evidence that could possibly be like that UFO that I captured. And in this video, you're going to see a UFO. Now take a look at this. Because I'm going to shock you.
He's so funny. He's so funny. How could you hate? How
It
could we
looks
hate
like
him?
my UFO.
Hang on,
and
I want to
have
get the
put my
name.
finger on it because I want to show it to you upside down. That looks like my UFO. That's the UFO. See? Right? It's a bell shape. It's got
Why is he showing his phone
some
for?
sort of ridges in here. I mean, it's very similar to what I captured. And that's why we're going
Why
to talk
is he
about
showing
the
it on his
Kira
phone?
UFO encounter. K-E-R-A.
K-E-I-A.
Oh,
I've
my
had since-
lord.
Hang on,
What
let me
is
see.
wrong? This guy is so stupid. He's like stupid.
K-E-I-A.
Calling him a clown is like an upgrade. Clowns are more intelligent than that.
Kia. That sounds like a New Zealand one. Kia. Kecksburg.
Ow.
I wonder if we can find it. I've just told him he needs to see a counsellor. yeah, he does. I think he does, actually. I reckon he's got his own personal shrink. A lot of Americans do, though, don't they? And that might be why he's on weed. I don't know. I suppose he's probably got some back injury he had in the past, and he sort of now just use it for recreation, just claims it on medical. You know, once they're on it, they don't want to get off it, sort of thing. Kia. I'm sure that's what he said it was spelt, but I can't seem to find any references. Let's try UFO. K-E-I-A. I'm pretty sure. Let's try it the other way. Kia. And like IKEA, is it? IKEA. There's a UFO-inspired electric note. IKEA. Yeah, IKEA. That sounds... IKEA UFO. Yeah, I don't think it's that one. I think I had the right spelling. What happens is when I try and memorize the letters, some of them get transposed in my head, unless I write it down, and then it gets locked in. So yeah, Kia Waiola. I'm pretty sure it's sounds Maori. But yeah, I'm not getting anything with UFO. So it must be a really well buried case, right?
So funny.
Let's see, is there any images? Oh, there's that dot. Oh,
Hey,
look there.
get out of here.
Is that cat coming back again?
Throwing up on the floor, on my carpet.
Well, I thought I could find it, but it's basically about a group of school kids, right?
Don't throw up here. Get over there. Go outside to throw up. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out.
Coughing up a furball, was it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I can't find any reference to that at the moment, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. Basically, I think it's a group of 3 or 5 kids come across that coffee, whatever it is, whereabouts is it, that one, in the field, and they take it home to the dad, and dad apparently is a engineer, and he thinks it's unusual, and then he takes it to work and analyzes it and finds it's cast iron with some other coating on it, and doesn't know what it is. So it probably fell off some secret military craft maybe, but that's the sort of feeling you get off the story, and because I'm just paraphrasing or whatever it is from what he was saying on his live show, reading out the article. I think there must be one article ever on the web about it. It's probably in UFO Casebook or somewhere probably. But yeah, what does it look like? Let's just zoom in a bit on that and have a close look at it. To me, it kind of looks like something that a kid would make. And what's that at the bottom of it? Kind of almost looks like a speaker, doesn't it? Cast iron. So if it's cast iron, then it's going to be... it would have to be set in a mould, wouldn't it, if it's cast iron? It's not like regular aluminium. So it would have to be in a really good cast, and liquid iron poured into the mould, and then the mould chipped away. So what could it be? It could be some sort of like another art piece that someone was making. But what would it represent? Kind of looks like it's got some holes at the bottom here. For some reason, my zoom went to zoom. It's playing up. Let me see. Let me see how I can fix that. I've got to restart script here. Here we go. Now that works. Okay. Sometimes the browser tries to take control of the mouse and screws up everything. Okay, let's see if it works now. Okay. Still playing up. Doesn't like me having the mouse cursor over there. Okay, oh, what we got here? So what's that at the bottom? Looks like maybe holes for steam. So could it be something used for weight? You put water in it, heat it up, and then you place it down on something, and the steam comes out. Maybe some industrial thing that.
Well, that's a mounting bracket, and little things go in there and it mounts to something.
I don't know. It kind of looks like it's some sort of, someone puts their hand at the top with a leather glove and moves it around like a sheet of plastic or something to heat up
the... pixelated. That could open, maybe that'll even open up. Like a trapdoor.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it flips. It looks like it flips around because that looks like a hinge, internal hinge, right?
It looks like a hinge, internal. And those little holes could be like just airing to cool what's inside.
Looks like this flips around. They fill it up with water and then they flip it close, heat it up, and then they lay it on top maybe of several layers of cardboard or plastic with glue in between, and the steam keeps it constant without bowing, and you just place a lot of these along the edge. That's my theory what this is. So it could have fallen off at the back of a truck or even a plane or something like that. It could be used something for a plane even, but what, I don't know. Military plane. But anyway, I'll post the link to that one. Doing it the wrong way though. Just do that one. What is it? It's just hilarious because it's nothing like the dome camera at all. It's the wrong colour for starters. If it was silver, it would have shown up in his photograph as silver. It's definitely what he filmed was a plastic dome camera. Early version though. So I thought that was just funny how he holds up his phone and turns it upside down just to thing. But this is another one. This is another case I did in the past, which I'll post a link to too. This is Reverend Polk. You might remember we called him out as a shill. He was putting up this on his Twitter page claiming that he had filmed UFOs. So I'll just do a close-up of that one. This is at Sedona, and this is a sort of high masks they have and power lines, because they have lines that seem to go across. A lot of you probably didn't see the early broadcasts we did with John from Tucson as a co-host. But yeah, he was also a Christian priest once, and he saw how much of a scam job it was, and he quit the church. So it's hard to believe. And then he became a Secureteam fan. So, and they were saying all sorts of nice things about Tyler until we discovered me, and then realised he had been conned. But yeah, we'll just go into this image here. This is one of Enhanced from his original. But he was claiming this here, if I zoom right in. This here was a UFO with other ones in the background. And so I enhanced it because I had my suspicions about it. Because when I looked on the map, I saw all these high mast lights. So here's a power line here, and you can start to see the cable. But on his footage, you could hardly see any cables. So here's a power line going right across the tree line here. This is what you can do with enhancements that you can't normally see with the original photograph. And I think there's another power line going at the bottom further down. I think this might be one of those 3 wire ones. 1, 2, and 3. And if you have a look closely, you can see these do have masks going up to the lights. These are LED solar powered high mast lights, and they have them on all the walking trails so people can walk along at night time if they want to. Now you can see here it's got a mask going up to that one, and it's got a mask going up to here, which that looks like it could either be a power line branching off this one here, going all the way up the hill here to power the lights. And you can also see here's another high mast light with maybe security cameras on it. You can see some black bits on it. You can see the pole going up. But if you looked at his original photograph, you couldn't see that. He must have known there were high mast lights when he took the picture, because he was walking the trail, right? And you can see the trail goes right around the corner here. You can see there's like a road or a pathway. And you can see there's more high mast lights lighting the pathway all along. But yeah, and you can see one here too. Look, it's on an angle, it's just like his one would be. That's probably a security camera with a light. So you get see there's a road and a path going down that way, and up to here. Probably goes around, and it's probably like a easy track to do. It goes right around the hillside here and back around again to the main road. So you come off the main road and then walk along, go around back onto the main road and walk back to your car. So yeah, we called him out on that one, and what did he do? We got blocked. What did people do on Twitter once they get found out? This guy was selling UFO energy and healing.
Medbeds.
Medbeds.
Medbed scam.
Well, not exactly medbeds, but I'm not sure, he might be. But he certainly was selling crystals and that sort of stuff, and energy idea.
Sad thing is, people buy that crap and it does nothing.
You probably can find him in search engines. He's probably bigger than I am now. but he was actually trying to get me. He was trying to suck up to me as a friend in my early days.
Sure, crystals and gems and different minerals, they have certain powers from different elements, but like not what they're claiming. Not what
yeah,
they're
when
claiming.
I actually did a live show on certain crystals that do have piezoelectric effect and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Rev,
We know
Polk?
very little about crystals and all the different effects. Like in the old days, like Greeks, like Achilles' armor in the Battle of Troy, he had all these different gems on there, and they were for protection. Didn't work because he got his ankle chopped. But you know, they even used to put certain gems in, like the commander of the army's armor, as like protection spells.
I have to put Reverend in. Reverend.
Maybe it doesn't work because he lost his ankle.
Have I spelled it right? I should better find him. Is he called a pastor now? Maybe not. Looks like it's a common name. I wonder what his first name was then. Thought you could find him quite easily. What's that in the header? I had a header here. What's his name? Reverend. I got the right name. Let's just try that.
MC Hammer.
And it'll probably come up with all sort of crystal energy stuff. Contact 2022. That was Contact in the Desert, wasn't it? There you go. This is what he is. International Metaphysical Minister with a BA in bullshit, in metaphysics, I mean, and a ministry from the University of Sedona. So what is metaphysics, guys? Because that sounds like bullshit to me.
Word they made up to make it sound technical. Technical gobble. What they're doing. Technical gobble.
Let's see what the dictionary officially. A branch of philosophy that deals with the first principles of things, including abstract concepts such as being, known, identity, time, and space. So yeah,
gobbledygook.
So a BA in bullshit sounds like a fake degree to me, doesn't it?
That's what Dr. Sala has.
Is he?
Got a BA in bullshit. Dr. Michael Sala.
Yeah. So I'm not sure we got a picture of him, but I think he looks kind of like a.
You see what Dr. Sala said this week?
You
hear his story. It's really funny. It's really funny what Dr. Sala is saying this week.
I thought we might get a picture there, but looks like they got rid of it. Episode 1. Shift happens, not shit happens. Oh, right, that's his name. John. Reverend John Polk. So he took that Sedona image and was calling everybody it was UFOs. I said, well, why didn't you take a video of it if you thought it was UFOs hovering there? And why didn't you go closer to it, and block? Don't talk to me again. And yet he had that awakening, man. Oh no, he's an honest guy. He does well. He means well for people. Blah, blah. Yeah, but all hoaxes are the same. They're all nice people. It's alien contact. Sue Walker, Reverend. That's not him. John Pollock cast. Interviews daily. So he's selling the woo-woo, basically. Draconians and Millads. Okay, so is he on the video? Let's have a look. So I haven't really talked much about this guy because I thought, he's not big enough to worry about. So I wonder if Steve actually has, though.
From the beginning.
So there's no picture of him. It's just really bad. They've taken a a radio podcast. So he writes a lot of books, guys. So straight away, that's a Shill alert right there. Someone trying to make money from it. Let's have a look at this one. Just trying to find a picture of him, so I can remind myself what he looks like.
Got to get paid. The hoax has got to get paid.
Yeah. Now this guy's on Twitter, the Millard Report, and he retweets your tweets, doesn't he?
He does a lot. He loves my tweets.
But it looks like he's had this Reverend on his show then.
Yeah. He's the Reverend.
And he looks like he's had him on the show. Talking garbage.
Paranormal talk.
But I was hoping that we're going to get one that's actually got a picture of him. So let's put in, not videos, I want images, see what comes up. Okay, we got any pictures of him? That's not him. None of those. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Let's try putting John in. It's almost like he's not showing his face much, which is kind of strange. Someone like that's him, into energy and going to all the conference. You think his photo would be easily found. Reverend John S. I don't think that's him. I don't think he's that old. Maybe there's too many of those people with the same name. Is that his book? The political, is that the one? I think that might be him. Biblical God is an alien. Yeah, it sounds like him. And here we go. Cover of the book. Yeah, that's him. Reverend John. Selling his books. So that must be him here, is it? Ryzen. No. There must be some better pictures of him. There isn't, though.
You're a real Reverend?
No, that's just bullshit. Because he's...
What church does he preach at?
He's in Sedona, in a church in Sedona.
Yeah.
John was going to go and face him. But yeah, I can't quite get that book image up. I'll see if I can zoom in. Oh, that's what he looks like. But I'm pretty sure he's got long hair now. And a beard or something. But anyway. If you can get him on Twitter, put his Twitter thing. Oh, maybe we can do that. I'm logged in though. He's blocked me, I think. Unless he's unblocked me. Let's just try it anyway. Copy. Where's the search thing? He may have unblocked me again, I don't know. He used to retweet all my stuff because he thought it was good. Until I debunked him, and then it all changed, of course.
Well, why would you debunk someone that's retweeting your stuff? Are you crazy?
Again, there's no picture of him, right? You think he would be, he's got his picture on the book. You think he'd have his picture there. Here we go. UFO Vortex Tour Guide in Sedona. Author, Blue Beans at UFO Conference. Ancient Aliens, Metaphysical Minister, Ghost Hunter, Medium, Reiki Master. Is that how you say that? Reiki Master. So that sounds like a bed type person, doesn't it? Here we go. Golden UFO scene leaving mountain peaks. Okay, so it's probably aircraft or something, or birds. So, has he got his picture on this one? Where is he? Sedona. Session retweets. See, that sounds like a money-making scam there, doesn't it?
Come here. These people are legit. This is all legit. No way.
And guess who they got heading it? What's his name? George Norrie.
That idiot. Who else is in there? Brad Olson. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
look at these faces. Billy
that
Carson.
guy's an idiot too.
Yeah, Billy Carson. Scroll to the top. Who else is in there?
Oh, here he is. There's a new picture of him. If I can zoom in. Hang on. There you go. That's what he looks like. He's got a bit of a tan now. Yeah, I thought he had a goatee beard or something. And I thought he had a ponytail once as well. But
That's the Reverend.
Yeah, that's the
That's
Reverend.
the Reverend. What sort of a Reverend has a goatee? It's not very church-like.
Yeah, so you want to go check out his web page, go to. But anyway, let's have a quick look at this one here that he's put up.
I wouldn't
Golden
trust a
UFOs.
priest. I wouldn't trust a priest with a goatee. I've never seen a priest with a goatee.
Oh,
I
right.
don't even know they exist.
See this entry? I've noticed this opening on section 51. This is like a section 51 opening they do. And someone's probably... Is that a section 51? Someone's probably copied it. What's that icon up there? Let's just keep on going. It kind of looks like section 51 would do. Which is CGI videos. UFOs, I mean. What's it say there? Ah, UFO Mania. Yeah, they're the ones that use the same opening. Okay.
Scott C. Waring found this one.
Ah, Scott C. Warren! Number 3 top UFO fraudster.
S. Date of sighting, March 2018. Location of sighting, Sedona, Arizona, USA. Source, MFON number 90899. Bright golden lights were seen at Sedona this week in the mountains. The bright lights were caught in 2 different photos.
Alright, so you got to remember, there's Air Force bases all around this Sedona. And the bright lights are often military flares or Chinese lanterns and all that sort of stuff. In fact, can we actually see the high mast lights in any of these ones?
Always in the same location. The mountains would make a great exit area for UFOs that were leaving it.
Well, there is some theories about piezoelectric effect with the compression of the quartz in the mountains that can actually build up a charge and create earthquake lights, or well, earth lights as they call them. So where it can cause like a plasma ball, you know, but like you filmed.
An underground base in the areas of the
So there's no pictures
where
of
the
it then.
human eye is more flawed and processes much
Apart from this
less.
one. So is that made up or is that actual picture? You know,
The mountain makes a plasma ball.
yeah. The theory is these rocks compress with, you know, Sedona's in the, what is that valley called over there? San Andreas Fault.
Is there any scientific proof, or is it just a theory?
There is some scientific proof that it generates microwave energy. And gives off radon gas, because you know all this has been pushed up from the ground over millions of years, right? And as you know, there's quartz
And
in
then plasma
mountains.
balls come out.
They haven't actually witnessed plasma balls, no, been coming out of mountains, but they know the theories there with the compression of quartz.
The thing is, with my plasma ball UFO, it just appeared above my shed. It didn't fly from the horizon. It didn't fly down from space. It just appeared, and I was just like, where did that come from? That wasn't there 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, but
I see stuff.
if it's being generated by a field, maybe you've got a like you got a load of quartz underneath where you live. And from time to time, it may cause a piezoelectric effect from slight movement on the ground, because you are on the Pacific plates there, but you don't get the.
I would have seen it rising up from the ground.
No, but it creates this field where it forms the plasma ball, which can be any height from the ground upwards.
Has anyone got any video? Has anyone got any videos of natural plasma balls?
No, because it's random.
So we can't analyze what a natural plasma ball, how it moves. Does it move in the wind? Does wind not affect it? Does it do its own thing?
It probably can even be caused by a lightning strike to a tree, right? And it goes to the ground. it may store up like a battery
That
even, and then it
it
gets
could
to a
happen.
certain
Like-
point and then it releases. But
Lightning
anyway,
does cause plasma. Lightning does
so-
cause plasma.
yeah. So, yeah, Mother Nature is strange. But you can see anything to do with Sedona UFOs, he'll post it up. But yeah, go and check him out if you want to. But this is one of these guys that I
Oh
think
my god! Your CPU is going to explode.
he's type of guy that ruins UFO fields in my book. Anyway, back to GUFON again, is it? He keeps saying he's a shitty
So
researcher.
I love
Right,
GUFON,
this
so
is
funny.
a clip from how many years ago was it? Have I got the year number on it? Probably not. Probably just clipped it off. I think it was a year or so ago. 3 years ago, actually. He's back in the old place. So this is when he first started attacking me, and I started creating these little clips because I'm going to do the movie. I think this is actually in my movie.
And I always said I would never do that. I'll always be 100% honest. And I just couldn't lay it out this night. And I'm also trying to be open-minded more than usual. And it's not working because I can't imagine this being a real humanoid.
Reverend there got paused. Oh, right.
Maybe it's on his channel. Here we go. But I don't do any research. I'm a shitty researcher. Because I'm not smart. Oh, you mother. And I always said I would never.
And he said he's a shitty researcher, lots of signs. I'm pretty sure there's more clips out there.
You should clip that.
That is a clip. There's a clip that pauses. It's got a pause in between.
You gotta put that. You gotta put that on. You gotta put that on. What is it?
All right. Here he says now he's the greatest researcher.
No, he just said he's a shitty
Going to
researcher.
read them with you here in a moment. But
Hey, that sounds like you on a Cambian show when your mic was too loud.
as a researcher in the field, and I think I'm doing a damn good job. I don't think I am. I don't see how people don't get what I do. But the far left don't. They don't get me. They don't, and they won't, and they can't. And I always thought I imagined it. Like, wait. And then when the election came around, you start seeing who they really affiliate with, you know, as far as the presidential, right, left, whatever. And it was all the same. And I'm like, wow, that is really interesting. The people I generally don't get along with, going to read them.
Yeah. Anyway, because he is a crappy researcher. As we've shown that he holds up the mobile phone, he's no good with technology either.
The mobile phone. Check out this picture. He holds up a mobile phone. Check out this picture. That's just disgusting.
Okay, I had that separate. Okay, we sort of covered that one. Okay, so he's still going on. Oh yeah, we covered that one too. Okay, that one's done. And he's still going on about the glass panel one, so we'll cover that one next. But yeah, I got some extra posts underneath that. Hey Michael, I'm not sure if you're here still. I wasn't actually monitoring the side comments. I was trying to zoom in and all that sort of business. Thanks for joining us anyway. But I think he's left. It might be too late for him. It's pronounced Wakey. Okay. Wakey? Eh? Or was that for Wakey Master? Reiki Master. Reiki? I think you mean Reiki. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, that's bullshit. What is Reiki anyway? What's it mean? Let's just have a quick look.
Google it.
In fact, I don't even know how to spell it now.
Reiki.
Ki. Ray. Was it K?
K-I.
Reiki.
R-E-I-K-I or something.
I don't know if I got it right now. Reiki? Right, Reiki.
R-E-I-K-I.
Reiki, that one there?
R for Romeo, I for India, E for Echo,
So it's that one.
K for Kilo. I said R for Roger. It starts with the R for Roger. Reiki.
Reiki.
No L. Where'd the L come from?
So why is it not giving me a selection then?
Because you haven't spelled it anywhere. R-E-I-K. There. See, selection, search. R-E-I-K-I. Reiki. See? Reiki massage. Church Christchurch.
I can't see that. Massage.
Come on. I can see it.
Alright. Master. Okay, we want that one. Alright, there's a few in Christchurch. Sounds like a load of shilling to me. Has it been proven to work? Whatever it is. What is the meaning? Is someone who has been attuned to the highest level of Reiki. Sounds like Scientology, is it?
It's like a Japanese massage thing.
The attunement process opens up your body so that you're able to transmit healing energy. So it's based on energy then. Lasts for your entire life. You can take a course to learn Reiki levels 1, 2, and 3. What is Reiki and how does it work? Holding the hands above the body. There's an energy healing technique that promotes relaxation, reduces stress and anxiety. I can do that by just listening to a good piece of music. And a glass of bourbon. That generally relaxes me. What are the 5 principles? Do not worry. Do not anger. Be humble. Be honest. Okay, that so we mean someone needs to book GUFON into this then, because he needs that. How do you become a Reiki master? Require a minimum of 1 year. Is that all? You know, you'd think it'd have to be like a 5-year program between 1st and 2nd degree Reiki classes. Anyway, it sort of gives us an idea. So anyway, he's put out this video here about our debunks, right? The LA one, where it's clearly fairy lights on the house corner reflected on an angled piece of glass. Which I thought I had found the location when they did the daytime footage, but it turns out that it's another location, and that this has railings, and I'm not sure if I got it here, but we'll just go down. I haven't got it here, but it'll be shown sometime by someone, probably by him. But if you check,
I love his clown face.
Yeah, if you check Alien Attic post, he's actually got a link to the video. I didn't want to promote it because it's Thirdphase after all, and you just give them promotion.
Very soon, they will have to apologize, which they won't. They won't.
So funny.
I would.
So dumb. It's so
if
funny.
it was me calling them out and then they proved me wrong, I would apologize. But here's how the apology would go, and they would do the same thing. I'm really sorry. I was wrong about this one, and I'll try better next time, I guess. But all your other shit still sucks too. You fake that. No, you can't say that.
So dumb and funny.
And that's what they're going to do. If they did apologize in my world, they would, in the same breath, say, but everything else is still bullshit. No. Everything else was explained exactly the way you explained the one we just proved you were wrong about. to know when I've been duped, when I've been faked, when I've been lied to. If Thirdphase of Moon did fake that with those people,
Oh my
it
god.
hasn't been proved. Yeah, there's some suspicious things. I don't
He's
like
a
the way the
denier.
sighting looks either. And it, talk to me last year or 2 years ago, maybe I might say, yeah, I know they faked it, but I don't. I don't. Neither do you. Unless you hear them saying, let's fake it again. Or saying, wow, that fake turned out great. Or saying, let's edit it to make it look like a UFO.
So, whenever you heard frauds admitting that they faked something, never, unless they've been really, really caught out. And of course, Security has sort of partially said he faked some, but he actually faked hundreds. So he's tried to smooth it over since I exposed him, right? He knew this small channel made a difference with Tyler. And then he made confession video on LG, and only probably 1,000 people saw it. That's no good. He needs to upload it to his own YouTube channel saying, sorry everybody, I
Who's
knowingly
LG?
put up, yeah, this is Tyler Glockener, I
Who's
knowingly
LG?
put Lions Ground.
Lions Ground.
Astro Citizens, he calls himself now, because he's trying to distance his name from that Lions Ground, LG.
Why is he trying to distance his name from Lions Ground?
Because apparently he was blackmailing Tyler for money.
He was blackmailing Tyler.
Yeah, he's saying, if you don't pay me, I'm going to take you down on your logo. That was what the claim was.
That was his logo.
No, it was Alienware's logo, which they only had a trademark on theirs. They didn't have copyright on it. Apparently, Alien Head's not able to be copyrighted.
Can't
But-
copyright an alien head.
But when it was used in someone else's artwork and modified slightly, then it becomes their own copyright. So,
Copyright is 10%. If you get a picture of Bart Simpson and you change Bart Simpson by 10%, put a different T-shirt on him or something, it's not copyright anymore. That's how Chinese make all the Simpsons stuff. 10%
Yeah, no.
change.
yeah. So, Tyler was paying him $500 a month, right? And
For the logo.
Lions Grant, no, he was paying him $500 a month to keep silent about debunking him, is what people were saying.
He's $500 a month.
500 US a month.
Don't tell people about my logo.
Yeah, and then Tyler stopped paying him after he paid him about $4,000, and then he started threatening Tyler to resume it, or he will bring down his channel with the copyright. But that's what the rumor is out there. We got no solid proof, but only evidence I've got is that Tyler was paying him, and the money definitely was being paid to him. All the other stuff is only rumors.
Have you ever
people
asked
say-
Astral Citizen about it?
Yeah, I said
I
to
guess-
him, well,
I
I
guess he
said
would-
to
I
I
guess
said
he
to
wouldn't-
Heathcliff,
He wouldn't admit to it because he's blackmailing someone. He wouldn't admit that he'd done something like
no,
that.
he wouldn't. Instead, he said, "Can Tyler send the full email headers and let's do this on a live and prove that he's actually lying about the emails I've sent him?" Because Tyler did actually put up a few of the emails, but because he had his Lions Ground email address on it, Lions Ground got it taken down as doxing on Twitter. So not many people got to see it, but I actually did take some snapshots, but I didn't manage to get all of them before they were taken down, unfortunately, because that was posted when I was sleeping. So when I got up early in the morning, I saw some of them, and then suddenly they just started disappearing. Bozo must what's this? Have to go to bed or school. Bozo. Yeah, if you have to go, don't stay around if you've got to work or other things that you need to do. But Lions Ground obviously didn't want to go and do a job because he did a PR job in Spain, which was not what he expected. They gave him a load of pamphlets and said, go out on the streets handing it out to people, and he didn't want to do that. So he quit it after a few days. And he said it was unsafe walking the streets anyway in Spain. Great. But anyway, you know, I didn't really care about him taking money off Tyler, because I know Tyler was paying other people with troll accounts to pay various hosters on their Patreon so they could get on the inside and actually see if anything was said about Tyler. He was so paranoid of me, he was paying Nocturnal News to come and spy on me. It's hilarious. So yeah, I've always wondered.
Tell Tyler you'll settle for like $200. You'll stop debunking his videos.
No, but I've got.
Then you can afford to save up for an Alienware laptop, and when your CPU like goes to 100%, you're not going to get beep.
No,
beep,
I
beep,
couldn't.
beep.
I couldn't do that. I just couldn't do that. It's just not me, you know. I've got integrity. I'm honest, and it's not always about the money, you know. Even though the money would be nice, yeah, I wouldn't lower myself to that sort of level, you know. I'm sticking to my guns, and mine is about truth and ufology, real truth, not GUFON's truth and
I need another
ufology.
monster. I'll be back in a minute. Tank up.
He's gone now. Right, who was that? Troll that was on earlier. Oh, right, okay. I haven't been watching. You guys got spanners, so you can control it for us. He's gone now. What did the troll say? I suppose we shouldn't really matter about what he said. Nocturnal News is Tyler's cousin. That's correct. They even look alike. Yeah, actually, except for Tyler's not as fat, but I think, you know, with his addictions, he didn't eat as well as the other guy. But yeah, and now he's sick, of course, and of course, if you've got internal problems like I have, when you feel sick, you don't eat, so you can lose weight quite quickly. Me, I try to keep on eating though, even when I'm sick. That's one thing about weight though, you know, if you got extra weight, when you get really sick, you don't have to eat because your body will consume your reserves, right? And if you're skinny, you ain't got none of that extra fat layer, right? You're prone to die quicker than the fat people that are sick, you know? And especially if a World War III broke out, right? And suddenly there's shortage of food everywhere. If you're fat, you're going to actually outlive other people. That's a known fact. Fact. It's a known fact. Anyway. You just got to love English. English is a really tongue twister. But anyway.
English,
yeah. English is a mix of... Yeah. English is a mix of German, French, and what was it? Celtic as well. Some Celtic thrown in there. Scottish words, Spanish words, I think, maybe Italian. Is it some Italian mixed in, and variations of it? You know, it's all over the place, isn't it? So here's the biggie. We've got daylight footage of that balcony, right? Remember the excuse was for the LA vent to be deleted. It's because the guy wanted his privacy. He did. The owners were upset that their house was on their channel. Well, that daytime footage shows even more detail of the house, and they even walked down the side channel of the house from the front to the back of the house. But the camera work is so appallingly bad by Brent Cousins that he moves it around. It's all out of focus, so you can't see if there was glass panels anyway. And he didn't stay on the spot too long. But yeah, we can't play it, else I would show you how badly it was filmed. And it's only 720p back then, which wasn't that long ago, was it? So who would film in 720p? If you're meant to be expert cameraman, they would have had the money to afford the top line 1080p camera back then. For
I film in 440 by 710. That's only when I'm doing 120 frames per second high speed frames per second. So when you do the slow motion, you see every single thing,
Yeah, so why have they got that video that was recorded days previously with another fake UFO, which ends up being a dog toy? Alien addict spotted it on the balcony floor. He said, "Oh, that kind of looks like the UFO in the sky." Someone threw that up and took a snapshot of it. And on the video, Blake asks Tim, I think it is, the owner, "Why didn't you take a video of it?" "Oh, I don't know," he said. Well, we know, because these guys all got together before filming and threw it up there and staged it all, even on that one. So maybe Alien and Addict will probably do a live show showing that daytime footage and how they faked another video on the same location. But anyway, this just proves him deleting that LA one wasn't due to privacy concerns, but was due to cover-up of that live event, because he had like literally hundreds of people commenting under the video saying this is staged, this is hoaxed, and they couldn't keep up with deleting the comments, and they decided to just take down the whole video, because they just released that Battle Earth Battalion documentary, about the men that stare at goats. They got some interviews with the guy and made a documentary. Although the documentary is crap compared to the BBC's 5-part series they did. And it was talking about this Men That Stares at Goats program in full detail. It was really, really good. It was called Weird Rulers of the World, or something like that. Weird Rulers of the World. I think I posted it on my Twitter a few times. If I can find it, I'll repost it again. But you should be able to Google it, and you should be able to still find it. Sounds like my father's out the back annoying next door dog, so I'm not sure if you can hear that or not. And of course, Alien Addict didn't tell everybody that I actually sent him the footage. I didn't expect him to post it publicly on his Twitter feed, though. Yes, I sent Alien Addict the daytime video as well. I actually did research. I spent an hour and I come across it. I was looking for any other references to the balcony that I could further debunk it, right? And I will add, there's steep stairways leading down. So the balcony goes right up. It's really high up. It's like on a side of a mountain, basically. And you can look down, and it's very steep. And there's some stairs that little gate opens up, and stairs lead down. So we don't know. It's a bit like looking at this picture here. It's like it's got some stairs outside where there would be a gate, and it leads down. But these are obviously glass panels that you can clip in into frames, and some of them actually have ones that you slide up, and you can make them higher up to get a better wind guard from the chilly wind. And you got ones like this that can clip on bricks. Why would you want to do that? But yeah, so that would be like the size glass that they would need to affect that thing, right? So they could have something like that down there that slides up. and with some slides that we can't see. They're on the actual bars or whatever on the other side. That just slides up. You go down the stairs, slide it up with your hand, and you can actually enclose the balcony if you want to. They say that though when it was first sold, it didn't have any glass at all on the sales thing. Some other researcher said he found information about it. I said, well, there's no guarantee that they haven't installed glass sliding panels or electronic ones where you push a button and it slides upwards. And I've actually had a look at the video. So this is from the daytime footage. You can see it's got the same little lamps, and it's got the house behind, and you've got the fairy lights. But I've only done this one here, which shows like a large outside glass table. So although we can't really see and confirm it's a glass table, it kind of looks like it's an outside dining glass table there that you could pop out the glass. That would be the right size glass you need to prop against the rails and get the angle right off the house lights. So yeah, how's GUFON going to debunk that? He'll say, well, that's no proof. He'll say that's a hoaxer debunker. But yeah, they're not going to go there and film it and show us in detail. They're going to hide that table if they do. Here's a house with electronic windows, the glass sheets that come up. Okay. See, it's nice and open. But if you push a button, look what happens. You can have it open or closed. A glass sheet that goes up into the floor and disappears. Look at this. It's going down, going down. See, where's it going to, you guys? Where's that big sheet of glass disappear to? There it is. Isn't that clever? And it blends in with the floor, concrete or whatever, and you wouldn't know it was there. Mind you, that would be pretty scary though if you could fall off the edge though. You still want some guide rails, and if you have a look at their daytime footage, I haven't got all the snaps here, but I did actually do some on Discord, didn't I? I was actually looking at the at some of the angles of it, and it kind of looked like they had glass sheets there, but I think it was just low res. Have I got more on Discord that I can show you? Let me just have a quick look. Damn CPU. Will Santa bring me a new laptop? How about Bigelow send out their channel brand new computer? Actually, I probably could put a standard computer on this table. Now I've got it. Let me just see what else I can find. I don't think I kept all the different images.
Your computer's dying. Every time I hear that noise, all I hear is your computer dying.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. I have to scroll upwards. It doesn't like me scrolling upwards for some reason.
You gotta turn. You gotta go to your Windows sound settings and turn notification alarm. Oh,
I'm still looking for the images. I should have created a thread separate for it probably.
I'm gonna Google it for you. How to stop PC alarm beep when CPU is 100%.
Yeah, you probably can only turn it off in the system settings, which I don't want to do because sometimes I want the alerts to happen, so I know then that it's actually a CPU lockup or whatever.
Just go to Task Manager and have a look. You don't need it to beep.
It's getting hot in here too. I might have to turn on the fan. Yeah, where's all the images? Looks like lots happened. I've posted lots in that.
Control panel, sound properties.
Must have done this weeks ago. It's already filled up the room. Might have to pass on it and move on to other stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to show you some other things I was looking at. Because, you know, I do research, unlike these other guys that just talk. I actually try and prove it. If more information comes to light, I re-look at a case. GUFON's saying that we don't, but I do. I'm pretty sure I posted it in here. I still haven't found anything. Very strange. Oh yeah. Maybe I went past it. We might just have to move on. I was going to show you anyway. That's quite annoying. I tried typing a keyword in balcony. Must have typed it in wrong. The Discord search is not the best, is it? I'm sure I added up some images, but I can't seem to find them. Maybe I posted it on Cambians and not all on this one. Is that one of them? Ah, right, here's one of them. Let's see if I can bring it over. Okay, so this is the daytime footage of that same location. You can see he's got some big stairwells coming down here. And he's got this, I don't know what you call it, gazebo or whatever. And it's got these railings all around. But you can see here's a lot of glare happening. Like there would be glass there. This is on the left side of that balcony though. You can see it's a really big balcony. And it has very steep sides. But yeah, if you go into this and have a look, if you look carefully, you can see a ball there leaning against something there. And it's got to be glass because that would fall down and fall right down the cliff, wouldn't it? You can see there's a house behind. Also similar to theirs, you can see all the little forest on the side of between the houses and on the slope. But you can see these are sort of all built up to be level, so that means this is quite high up here, and of course that you would need glass, and that looks to me like a glass barrier here. If you look at the video itself, it looks like a piece of glass going up here, and it's being held by this diagonal piece of pipe going down to here, so it's probably glass. So it kind of looked like glass all around there on the left side, but that's the best footage we got on a 720p camera, right? Why isn't it going over there? Okay, so these are some of the snapshots I was looking at. So here's the video here of the daytime footage. Something strange over LA 2018. And on that thumbnail there, you can see there's no glass panels. So, but that wasn't where they hoaxed it, it was further along. So you'd have to watch the video to see what's further along. And you can see a gate and some stairs that lead down. So this is the dog toy UFO that was on the floor, according to Alien Attic. I wasn't too sure. I said it wasn't good enough to 100% match it, but it was a good fit. I thought it was like a cardboard cutout with 1, 2, 3, 4 balloons holding it up, and I thought I could see a string of fishing wire attached to the light or the railing over here, and he took a snapshot of it. But a dog toy makes more sense, thrown up close where the phone is and use forced perspective wouldn't be, and that's probably explains why it's a wee bit blurry, because it's got some motion blur happening. So throw it up in the air, it was just about to come down, he snapped it, and you get it in a state of motion. So yeah, I looked at these images. Here's an image of the daytime footage, and here we go. Here's the stairwell that leads down. So we knew that the glass was somewhere here, but I can't see any glass, right? But as you saw in the previous video of stuff that can come up from the concrete, and basically a high 6-foot glass panel can come up from the ground. You can see it's high up here, and stairs are leading down. But does that look like glass in the corner there? Kind of looks like, if you look here, I thought, that kind of looks like glass sheets that what I've seen in other videos, you know, other promotion videos where they clip on the glass on the railings, and I thought, yeah, we got them finally. But I had a closer look at it, and I think it's just low res matrixing and light play because of the angle that Brent was filming, and because of the rails, they cause that sort of matrixing pattern to happen with the pixels, right? And of course we've got some other railings on the handrail going down here. So, but I was just trying to find whether there was any sort of way we could tell whether it had retractable glass panels that went downwards here. But we don't know what's on the outside of that stairwell. Could be like those screw-on panels that we saw in the previous slide I showed you. On the outside that you just slide up with your hand, or have an electronic thing that slides them up, so you can actually slide them, push a button, go down the stairs, push a button there, and it slides up from below. So we still don't know, but I think they use that glass table now. I think this is ideal for strapping on glass. All these bars here would be ideal to you know, get a piece of rope, and at the bottom of it just gently place a piece of sheet glass there and tie it up. But yeah, I never said it was the same location. I said it looked like the same tree, and the other balcony looked like a dead ring of how to fake the light reflections. It's just a shame that this one is not obvious. Doesn't mean there isn't glass there, it's just that we can't see it. So here's a close-up one of Blake near the railings, near where it looked like there was maybe glass. You know, it looks like you can see there's a funny pattern here. Could it be like a thin piece of perspex? But to me, I just don't think there's glass there. I think that's just shadow play. So we have to give them that one, you know, but it doesn't mean there's not glass that retracts into the ground. And of course, I looked at this one closer, and this side of the house is different, and to me that looks like glass. I think I can see a gap. Oh, what's happened? I can see a gap between the pole and what looks like a glass sheet there, going down with the angled pole. Because you wouldn't have that open, the kid or the dog would fall off the edge of the balcony chasing a ball or whatever. So have they got a piece of glass like this one that they can just slot into place? Possible. You can't rule it out. And of course there's the glass table one. So I post all my research on Discord, right, as I'm doing it. Here's the same location, I believe, at a neighbour's house. So they've got another video up that I found at night time. And there's another view of the SpaceX, was it? Oh no, that's the original. You can see it's on a slope here, which tells me that because of the house. See, I wanted to get hold of the video. I asked Alien at it, has he got the original video? Because then I can analyze it and prove beyond doubt that. Because at the time I didn't have the facility to do that, because everything was crap on my old computer, right? But this new computer probably could handle what I was going to do. I was actually going to see what house lights lined up with this one here as a reflection, if he had the video, and I could prove it even further. Even though it's a waste of time, I know they faked it. And of course, there's the dog toy up in the air here, and this is what Alien Addict posted, right? It looks the same, black and white, except for that's got a black bit there, and that could be the other side of this toy here. We'd have to see the other side of this toy. I think it is the same now I look at it. We're just seeing the wrong side of that toy. So just throw it up in the air, and bingo, you got a fake UFO. Anyway, no doubt that will be presented on GUFONS, and this proves nothing. But I think we're just getting proof that they faked even more stuff 3 days before the LA one. Just to maybe do a test run. Anyway, I need to put that back down, don't I? Anyway, come and join the Discord if you want to join the discussion. That's the research room we have for various frauds online. Not everybody gets access. Only trusted people that I can trust will get access to my research rooms, where they can look and make comment or add more to it. But yeah. So yeah, you're getting to see the inside scoop of Paul's headquarters. So what else? What's all that advertising there? Alright, what was that video? Oh, that was the house. I wonder why Hex and Hammer was on there. He makes enough money from his political viewpoints, but yeah, he should try doing a UFO channel. He realise he won't be making much money unless he's a shill. Yeah, so I think I've nailed that one again. I'll post a link to it, and you can make a comment on it if you want to. But we'll see what comes out next. I'm just preempting things. Already, I've shown you more evidence that it was faked. What should we say? Glass. Balconies. Now, I've only shown you a wee bit of the glass balconies. I've seen one with a swimming pool. It's totally open, and they push a button, suddenly it's got, it's like Get Smart, and all these glass panels come out of the ground, surround the pool, so you got enclosed space from the cold wind. It's really cool. But I couldn't show you that one because it's actually on a web page, advertising web page, and it was going to be too messy to show you that one. Oh, I missed off the S. Balconies. So yeah, do you believe that Thirdphase are not hoaxes? Do you believe that we should apologise for not debunking that fully because we still haven't got all the facts in hand? I think we got enough evidence there that proves beyond doubt that something fishy happened, and they won't come clean on it. So yeah, I'll just skim through the comments here. It looks like you've been busy. Let's see, where would we start from? Best not to give illness healthy vitamin to thrive on. Fast help in treatment of fighting cancer. Yeah. Latin. Yep. Oh, Latin and English. Yep. It's all sort of mixed, isn't it? Good night, guys. Okay. Here to go now for real. People keep coming back, I've noticed. People say they're going, and then they come back half an hour later and saying, "You still on?" So they join back in. Shogun says night. Matches the lights in the flat. Well, they actually don't call it flat. They call it a house. Clever stuff. Cool. Can we switch from that idiot's face? Sorry, I didn't realise I had it up too much. Thanks. Thirdphase guys are so annoying. Annoying, yes, apparently extremely dishonest as well. Yeah. If you're caught out, you gotta say, "You got me, guys. You got me, guys." But they're not going to, because that would be the end of their channel, though, wouldn't it? Sometimes the truth can be boring. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but this is my life, trying to expose frauds, right? And it is tedious. You have to do a lot of analyzations on the different frames and see if you've actually got it right. Like I said, I actually got some images up somewhere where I draw a box around is this glass panel, you know, where the shading was different. But yeah, you know, it is, I know it is dry. But yeah, at least you can say, well, Paul goes into detail and he's already pointed that out to you. But we can have a look at the next funny guy. I know you guys wanted me to bring it up, Security. So I think the first half of it was BS about earthquakes or something, wasn't it? I had a quick skim of it, and I thought, oh, well, we'll just look at it next time. I won't go through it now because I'm just too tired. I'll just mute it for the time being. Alright, he's got the loud music. So, what is he going on about? The new UFO pilot thing coming out, was it? New video shows objects swarm in Navy ship. That's old footage, though. We already know about that.
God.
Corbell, you know, he's a has-been, right, as far as I'm concerned. He's the same as Reverend Polk.
Sort of an optical illusion, quote, maybe combined with some military flight tests of some unnamed unmanned aerial vehicles. What do you say to that?
Sounds
What
like
do you say to skeptics?
she needs a real man.
That's a data poor perspective, unfortunately, and we have such a data-rich environment at this time about UFOs, which are unidentified. And as you said yourself, the Pentagon has...
So once they start putting up bullshit video footage like this has been well and truly debunked. It sort of switches me off, really. Talking about real data, real evidence. Well, this isn't it. We've really debunked it as stars and a camera lens effect, you know.
Has confirmed the footage that I have obtained and released.
And plus, they're right underneath a major flight path to LA airport, of all things, you know. It's just ridiculous. Look at the music he's added to it. It's terrible, isn't it? Dramatic. Here we go. The real program begins. Halloween, is it?
Here with Secureteam. We have a lot to cover today. I'm going to try to get through it here,
Oh
from
my
UFO
God.
videos, mystery sounds, and more. And I want to get this out of the way first, because it's pretty much pointless and a waste of our time, but...
Well, this is a bit of a waste of our time, but we have to go through it anyway.
holding their breath for this thing to come out, and I told everyone it was going to be a big nothing burger, and of course it was.
Isn't it the first report, the Congress report he's talking about here? We always knew it was going to be nothing burger. Okay, so this one here was what comes from the Navy pilots, remember? I said this is actually a heart-shaped balloon. That one there is clearly out of focus. Notice that? Out of focus. Agree, Gabber?
Sorry, the cat jumped on the table. That out of focus?
100% out of focus, because it's got the ring effect, which is due to what?
Oh, the hex. Sort of hexagony.
Yeah, it's got a sort of edges to it, hasn't it? But yeah, what I'm saying, it's got the ring effect with the bit in the middle, which is known as interference, light interference.
It's possible it's out of focus.
Yeah, you can see it's this balloon here in the middle. You can see the shape of it.
But out of focus.
But the light coming off it is overexposing it, and
so
it's not in focus.
That's two different shots. That's two different shots.
You know what GUFON said that was?
It's out of focus.
No, he said it was the reflection on the pilot's window of the lens. That's what GUFON said.
I don't care. I don't care what GUFON says.
Well, that's what he's saying, and that just shows you he's totally clueless on cameras. Okay, so that's just definitely out of focus. This one here's a wee bit dark, but once I zoomed in and enhanced it, is actually an 18-inch silver heart-shaped balloon that's lost some of its gas. That's all it is. They kept saying it was a Batman balloon, but if you go and look at my analysis, you can see how it matches the heart-shaped balloon. And this is another angle of the heart-shaped balloon. Does that look like a Batman balloon? No. But it looks like a heart-shaped balloon if you're looking on the edge of it. Because there's an 18-inch one. It's actually 5 inches thick. And that's the middle section we're seeing. You can see the heart shape here on a slight angle. So it's a heart shape that's leaned over. And that there looks like it might be little balloons attached to it that's below and above that weren't visible in this shot here for some reason. But it's exactly the same object.
Because it's the weirdest effing UFO I've ever seen. If it's a UFO,
in fact,
who would fly around in a? I'd be embarrassed to fly around in space in a ship that looks like that.
Yeah, yeah. But you can see it's a heart-shaped balloon, a silver balloon on the side, which is one of those 5-inch, 18-inch big ones, and it's actually, I think that might actually be some attachments to it that we don't see here because they're behind, and this one's it's rotated so they're showing up here and there. But I've actually done some analysis in the past if you've been following me. So we'll just carry on.
Explained pretty much all of them. And if you've been around the last 5 years, you know, they slowly drip fed us these grainy infrared videos taken from the FLIR cameras on American fighter jets of something being caught on camera. And I don't know if it's just...
That wasn't the one you're talking about, was it, Shogun? Gabber tail pull, first one on Thirdphase, high speed at sea. Now we'll have a look. Sorry, no, I'm confused. It's the one of the first on Thirdphase. All right, I thought you said Secureteam. Oh well, we can have a look. We'll just go over his ones very quickly. We'll have a look at Thirdphase in a minute.
What are you doing on the table?
But are you guys sick of seeing this same 5-year-old
I need to use the keyboard.
Is when it comes to the government?
Okay, I'm just going to skim through all this because this is all old stuff. I'm not sure why it's
tens of thousands of amazing UFO cases and sightings people have sent me.
Yeah, so boring dots in the sky again, they just drive me crazy. Yeah, no, there's no details. It could be anything far away, you know.
Tell me that everything is...
Unless they're doing so, unless they're keeping the camera still, you can see this is all over the place as well. It's not on a tripod. It's not professionally filmed. So there's no apps, there's no flight path, no location. I really hate these videos. I really do.
Just a foreign drone or a piece of junk re-entering the atmosphere. So let's get to some real news.
How
we have
the
it all
F
today.
in hell? How the F in hell is he talking when there's like, it's like a camera shake? I didn't get it.
Oh, you mean Tyler narrating over top of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. He's just talking over it. He's not actually talking about it. I don't think.
For the last several days, neighbors in and around Stone Oak have been trying to solve a mystery. Residents there are reporting a mysterious noise they're hearing late at night.
Oh no! America's getting earthquakes finally. You know, a big deal. We hear mysterious rumbles and bangs and the house lifts up. We just think nothing of it. It happens randomly throughout the years. You know, you get a little, we got a minor fault line just up the road here, about 1 mile. And sometimes the ground just moves, and sometimes it's only a neighborhood that feels it, sometimes it's a street, and sometimes it's even a particular house, you know, that lives close to that fault line that feels it, you know. And basically it sounds like someone banging on the wall. It's that loud. Boom! So yeah, we sort of get used to it. You know, this is why, you know, stuff that crackles and bangs in the house could be ghosts, but most of the time we just don't pay any attention to it because we just put it down to the ground settling and the house settling and stuff like that. So, but America, they're not sort of grown up with it over the years, and they're not used to it. And because they haven't got sensors all over the place like New Zealand has, New Zealand's probably got more sensors than Japan has. But we're two leading countries with earthquake detection and building codes, right? America probably hasn't got earthquake standard building codes like we have here. So their houses are going to feel it more, I guess. And UK would also, if it started happening in UK. But anyway, he's covered this fear-mongering story about underground tunnels being built and all that sort of stuff, and explosions in the sky, meteorite showers happening at the same time a earthquake happens. But that kind of makes sense sometimes. There was the idea that sometimes the moon, as the moon gets closer, it puts more attraction, gravity pull in certain regions on the Earth, which triggers earthquakes, you know, it makes them slide on the plates or whatever. But anyway, it's a lot of theories. That's why they've got more sensors all over the place, and they've got scientists trying to study it.
Some describing it as an explosion, random fireworks, or loud booms being heard in the late night hour.
Yeah, that just sounds like what we call mini crates in New Zealand. There's nothing special. Sounds like fireworks. Yeah.
So aliens with fireworks.
Yeah. So what's he saying? What's he saying here? Building collapsed on its own. Well, if the ground's moving and it's shabby building thing, if they ain't got rebar inside and it's built with screws and things like that, yeah, a building can collapse on it. It happened in Christchurch because we had a lot of 150-year-old buildings that weren't designed to handle earthquakes because the people that come from UK weren't used to earthquakes, and so a lot of the buildings are actually really dangerous that fell down in Christchurch when the big earthquake happened.
San Antonio Fire and Police to see if they've investigated any reports. Fire officials said no.
So what's that got to do with UFOs? I don't know, but we'll just skim on. And of course, America has a lot of limestone underground that dissolves and creates sinkholes. And your house can literally fall down in certain locations in America. In fact, that happened to one guy. He was in his bedroom and his whole queen-size bed fell down to under the house, and he washed away and they never found him again. Probably got drowned and buried, you know. Bit sad, but yeah. So we just carry on till we find something. Okay, we're on to the first UFO incident, is it? Or what?
This area, hear this or capture footage, or have you had your own encounter with these sounds? Send me an email, and if you have footage of it, upload.
Okay, so he wants to fearmonger it and make some money from it.
Here, I've never seen anything like this. I managed.
Why is there a lot of shadow here? Okay, so that looks like a strange looking cloud to me that's illuminated, right?
To grab a picture from my iPhone.
Now you can see here it's long exposed. See that? Someone's moving along in a car. So it's taken from a car window. There we go. This explains the shadow. There's the camera. There's the car seat. There's someone's arm. So we're seeing a shadow and the car's moving. They couldn't even stop the car and take a proper photograph of this unique cloud, which has now got motion blur added to it. So we don't even know what it really looks like. But yeah, that one looks like it might have the moon behind it and it's illuminated. Big deal.
While driving, and right before the sun was about to go down. Any ideas on what it can be?
Oh, the moon comes up when the sun goes down.
And so a beautiful photo taken from his phone here, still shot. And while I'm looking at this and I saw it, you know, a lot of people send in really cool shots of clouds, as in this picture, you know, if not for the beauty alone. We have this all.
So he's just filling up the whole episode with junk so far. Let's just keep on going. There's the speed dial there on the window too. Reflection. Okay, we've got something new here, have we? Finally, UFOs. Okay, it kind of looks like it's moving like a plane. Kind of looks like a plane. But what is it? Okay, it's on a strange angle now, so it's probably a bunch of balloons. And it's looking like a bunch of balloons. Yeah, look, a bunch of balloons, isn't it? There we go, rotating around. Just looks like a funny shape because some of them are at the front. So what's he going to say about it, guys? UFO mothership.
Alright, so yeah, like I said, just because you can't see it or you can't get it on video, it doesn't mean that it's not there. Sometimes there are cloaked objects that we cannot see, totally invisible, even to infrared. Some that give off sounds, and others that masquerade as
and that's
other
not
things,
one of them.
natural things in our skies, such as clouds passing by in the sky. And the next piece of UFO footage I'm going to show you directly correlates.
That looks like a bunch of balloons, doesn't it? Party balloons. Filmed on a, you know, bunch of party balloons. Like that. Yeah, that's an ad. Okay, we need to go to images. Let's see. Like that. There's a good one. So which one looks like could be the one in the video? Well, it looks like a clunk, and then it's got a smaller clump at the bottom, so it's like a two-level bunch of balloons that are used at a wedding, probably. I wonder if we got any snaps of that particular one I'm thinking of, where they're sort of tied into a bunch like that, and then there's a small bunch below. But yeah, it looks like I'm not going to find it, so we ain't going to bother. But balloons, and of course it's dark.
Correlates with that, so let's get to it. So I got an email from a guy named Doug, and he says, "Hello Tyler, you showed a craft about 2 weeks ago, I believe.
Hello,
and I
Tyler.
think I captured a similar object in Minnesota prior to that sighting. I have been an experiencer since
18 wheels, what are you giving them content for?
92, and as of 2021,
Where
I
is
started
18 wheels
recording
today?
this phenomenon that seems to follow me around. And so, big thanks to the viewer Doug, who sent me a video, actually a couple of videos that he recorded with the same infrared camera that I actually have. And it's called the Psionics Aurora Pro. What I have is the Explorer Edition. It's the most pricey, but it allows you to record not only in infrared, but
if you
in
got millions of
color
dollars in the
infrared,
bank.
as opposed to green only. So he was recording the night sky, and he captured a couple of strange objects moving through the sky. And he wanted my opinion, and when I looked at the footage, I thought, okay, this could be something, but some of the other stuff in the footage, I definitely was unsure about. So he's filming the stars here, and right at the 1 minute mark, something passes by in the darkness.
That looks like 18 wheels one, doesn't it?
Infrared spectrum, which we are not visually capable of seeing with our own eyes.
Yep, looks like 18 wheels. Is that 18 wheels one?
Probably stole 18 Wheels video. Yeah, that's 18 Wheels roof. Hey, look, he stole 18 Wheels video. That's a copyright strike.
He must have sent it to Tyler. That is 18 wheels though, isn't it?
That's 18 Wheels.
Has he given a plug in the comments?
Is he on the show?
No, he's not on our show today.
Check
How
the
dare
comments.
how dare him to give
He
that
stole That's a copyright strike.
He hasn't stolen it though, he's probably given it. He said he was in contact with him.
Was he?
Why is he getting him footage? Yeah, where is the link? Where is the link? That's definitely 18 wheels. I'm pretty sure it's 18 wheels.
That is, yeah, because it flies past there's a left-hand turn and flies past the roof.
Yeah.
That's a copyright strike.
What's the name on the video? Let's just go back again. Didn't he have a name on the video at the front? What's it say there?
Doug's footage. Who the hell is Doug Malaka?
His name's not Doug, is it?
No.
I think it actually is. I think 18's real name is Doug. I think he said it last live. What's he getting them footage for? Okay, let's just go back.
It didn't even put the link to Wheels' site.
So he's not going to get anything from it, and he's just given Tyler another $1,000. How many views has he got on it? Why would he ask someone that's got no serious skills in video analysis of footage? They've mucked it all up here though, haven't they? What was I going to look for now? I forgot. It's out of my head now. What was I going to look up? Anyway, just go back to it and just listen.
From a guy named Doug, and he says, "Hello, Tyler. You showed a craft about 2 weeks ago, I believe, and I think I captured a similar object in Minnesota prior to that sighting. I have been an experiencer since 1992,
it's just 18
and
mils.
as of 2021, I started recording this phenomenon that seems to follow me around." And so, big thanks to the viewer Doug, who sent me a video, actually a couple of videos that he recorded with the same infrared camera that I actually have. And it's called the Psionics Aurora Pro.
Yeah, so is Tyler going to give any more information from that video than I did? No.
See, but it allows you to record not only in infrared, but in color infrared, as opposed to green only. So he was recording the night sky, and he captured a couple of strange objects moving through the sky.
I can't believe
and he wanted
Wheels must have given it to him.
When I looked at the footage, I thought...
Yeah, it sounds like it.
No link to his channel, nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting nothing from it.
Okay, this could be something, but some of the other stuff in the footage I definitely was unsure about. So he's filming the stars here, and right at the 1 minute mark, something passes by in the darkness, being recorded in the infrared spectrum, which we are not visually capable of seeing with our own eyes.
This is the one that I drew the lines on. It formed like a W shape, a really strange shaped craft. And I don't think he's going to do anything like that. See, that adds nothing to it. He's just added the changing the color contrast. Yeah, come on, do analysis on it, Tyler. Come on, tell us what it is.
Okay, so what do you guys think of that? Here's some enhanced and color-corrected analysis here to try to bring this triangular-shaped formation or object out of the darkness here. This is pretty spooky. And, you know, it's kind of hard to see at first, but it passes right over his house to the right very quickly by the infrared sensor. Whatever the thing was, it definitely got his attention as he tries to adjust the camera and capture it. And so now we're going to fast forward in the footage, and this second unknown object that passes by has created a little bit more controversy on the YouTube video of it, from people believing it's this or that. And before we get to that, here is the clip which occurs at the 1 minute 43 second mark.
He's giving him another video, I think.
A quote, huge triangle craft can be seen passing by
mils.
from left to right.
Oh, how could you? That's traitor. Traitor giving it to the worst guy hoaxer on the channel.
Unless he stole it.
No, he gave it to him.
You don't know.
This is traitor. Traitor.
And so the viewer who sent this in, I remind you,
you don't give these hoaxers more material. He's not legit,
and,
man.
Feeling that unknown things in the sky are around him at times, sometimes cloaked, other times not. Or in this case, what he described as a strange, transparent-like
Tyler did a better work with the filters, so you can see it than what we were doing for a whole hour.
For this object in particular, you may think
you need to take some lessons from Tyler using filters. Look, he really enhanced it really well.
No, we got there in the end. We were doing a live debunk, mate. He's had all week to play around with this video. You know, if I was going to do an edit, I would have done the same.
Just send Tyler an email. Can you show me how you do your filters, please? I love your work.
This is an edited video, mate. And it's had time.
Meow. I'm just trolling.
A live debunk. It takes a wee while to get the right filters for it.
some of you that this is a...
Well, he did a better job than 18 Wills did with his own footage. I'll give you that. But
well, Tyler definitely knows what he's doing with videos because he manipulates them and makes fake videos.
Well, he knows how to use Adobe and use the color filters and stuff, right?
A flock of birds or geese.
Ah, right, you said a flock of birds.
And, you know, that...
It sounds to me like he may have been watching me and asked 18 Wills for the footage. I wonder how that developed, actually. Let's just go back and listen to that.
Strange, transparent-like object passing by on the camera with lights. You know, it was reflective. And some of you, for this object in particular, you may think, some of you, that this is a flock of...
You notice how he changed the filters as the light changed there. He did one filter, and then he did another filter, and then another filter, because one filter wasn't able to bring out that whole video, right? So he had a bit of trouble with that video too, trying to see it. So let's just go back on that again.
Mind you, he said he's been an experiencer of UFOs and, you know, feeling that unknown things in the sky are around him at times, you know, sometimes cloaked, other times not. Or in this case, what he described as a strange, transparent-like object passing by on the camera with lights. You know, it was reflective. And some of you, for this object in particular, you may think, some of you, that this is a flock of birds or geese. And, you know, that was obviously one of my first possible thoughts. But I don't know for sure because
He's been watching
I wasn't
me.
there, and the footage doesn't show geese. It shows an object that holds its shape basically the entire time. And what intrigues me about it is that if this were a flock of birds or geese, I would expect to see more movement in the video. You know, it almost looks as if something is passing by that may be attempting to mimic a flock of birds or geese or something like that. But the way it moves very still at a very steady pace.
In fact, you can't see whether it's birds or not, but this is eyewitness account, and the drawing he did with the transparency is why I reconsidered it not being birds. That maybe it could have been the craft he saw, but yeah, he hasn't given them the 3D drawing of it, or has he?
Without slowing or increasing speed, it almost looks like something partially cloaked that may be mimicking something else. Heading over to his YouTube video on this, one viewer stated that the video was a bit freaky because he had seen something almost identical the night before, and that the object he saw was, quote, absolutely huge, and it was V-shaped, but it did not change shape at all, and was absolutely silent.
I wouldn't say the boomerang, 3-wing boomerang was V-shaped, multiple V-shapes. But yeah, whereabouts was the link to it though? What's he talking about? Was it posted on Twitter or something? Did we miss it? Alright, what's this one? Here we go. He hasn't said his name, but he's got it here, Gabber. Amazon.2 he's using to hide his link. And then it goes to a redirect.
No, that's where you buy the Sonic's camera from. You got that
right. Oh, right. No, but where's it going? Oh, right. It's going. Where's it going
link.
to?
So if you buy a Synox camera with that link, Tyler gets $10, $20.
All right. So it isn't links to the videos then. Oh, yeah, actually, New York video link, Pentagon, all my links in one place. Secureteam links. So that's his own personal links, not.
That's his own personal links.
He's had 200,000 views since November for a day. That's pretty low down considering this is one of the best footages from 18 Wills, right? New to Secureteam. He isn't going to plug to his channel, so he's not going to get any extra. He's not going to get those millions of visitors joining and subbing to him like the old days, right?
Nope.
He should be really pissed off.
I would be pissed off.
I would be pissed off. You know, if you're going to give it to a hoaxer channel, make sure they put a link up and actually give a plug to your name. You know, and if it was like Underbelly, he would say, "Oh, we got this from Underbelly too. He's got a good YouTube channel. Go and visit it." He hasn't said anything about 18 Will's channel here whatsoever. That's disgusting. He hasn't actually given the link to the sources where you can find out more information. And normally he normally used to put a pinned comment up with extra bits that he missed as well, didn't he? So that's just added more credibility to his channel, unfortunately, and that's what we don't want people to do. Anyone that's a part of our UFO group, don't give them
which is
legit
exactly
stuff.
what is seen in the video that I'm looping over here for you. The guy who emailed me said that he's been around geese all of his life, and that geese do not fly in that much of a tight formation, and he would have heard that.
That's not true. We saw some videos of geese, and they do fly, sort of fly that way. But yeah, we're trying to fit it to his description. Because, you know, multiple events do happen. So there could be a flight of geese as well as a UFO sighting in the same couple of minutes. You can't rule it out.
Them, for starters, which he didn't. Not at all. Dead silent. It looks to be moving like a solid object. You know, it's just something's off.
Yeah, but that was meant to be the center of the UFO, right? There's definitely more information on our channel.
Tyler watched your debunk of it and then said, "I'll get this, Paul. I'll steal his video."
Yeah, I think that's what he's done, actually. We have to find out from
he's
what
got
the
you a
other
good
side
one.
of the story.
He got you a good one. Because you published it
Tell me
first.
what
You
you think
published
down below in the
Bill's
comments,
first.
and much thanks to Doug. And I'm
Now
glad
Tyler
you
stole.
like that Psionics camera, and I'll put the Amazon link to that down below as well.
No,
So
I
the
think he
next
gave it to
viewer
him, mate.
submitted-
But he screwed over Doug. He screwed over, man. After all that, you gave him credibility, and he ain't gave you anything back.
UFO footage was emailed to me by a
He
viewer
gave a
named
fake
Garrett.
UFO hoaxer channel a real UFO video. That's bad for business. That's bad
He
for
says,
business.
quote, "I came across your YouTube vids and decided to send you my videos of an orb that I caught above my backyard. I live in South Louisiana. The UFO was not
you
a
see an
plane
orb?
or a satellite or a planet."
I can't see an orb. Must be very small. Another one of these dot ones. This must be from Mary or someone. Yeah, it looks like it. Is it a plane? I can hear a plane in the background. No, I can hear a car now. I think I can hear a plane as well. Oh, dog. Great filming. Yeah, it could be anything, couldn't it? Weather balloon. Can you see it? I can't see it. I got it zoomed in too. Oh, here we go.
I see a mosquito.
iPhone 8 or 9.
iPhone 8, that's pretty old. That's pretty old.
Yeah, yeah. And it's filmed portrait and it's poor quality and smartphone.
What does everyone film portrait for?
I don't know. Easier to hold the phone, I think. But it's not the best way to do it. Okay, that looks like a weather balloon though, doesn't it? Eh? You can't even keep it still. Where's it gone now?
I can't watch
Alright,
people
guys,
with
post your
shaky
comment down
mobile phone
below.
videos.
You know,
They
people
can't
who
hold the
record
phone
these
straight.
things, typically
drives me
they
nuts.
will know what the sky looks like in their area from night to night.
Oh yeah, so that's not a legit UFO one. That's just a misidentified one. Anyway, let's carry on. We've got 18 wheels again.
Footage of at
No.
all. But I digress. He says, "I took this photo of this cloud, and when I loaded it onto my PC, I noticed this little white Tic Tac shaped UFO. It was taken with my Galaxy."
Oh my god.
Okay, it's
like
probably
lens
just
flare.
no, it's probably a jet.
Note 10 Plus.
It's a snapshot, right? So it's probably a jumbo jet up in the air. And you ain't going to see the wings when it's that small. But yeah, just garbage again, guys, apart from 18 wheels. 18 wheels. What are we going to do with you? Oh, man. And so 4 ads on that, 8,000 views. He made about $400 US of that one, as a gut ball of ad blocker and all that sort of stuff. So anywhere from $400 to possibly $2,000 on another episode there. If you add on all the work.
He's giving your enemy money for free.
Yeah. So there's no point looking at that footage because we've already analysed it and determined that it probably isn't birds, and it matches up with his portal. See, when you look at his one, I've sort of been thinking about it. If he saw it with his own eyes, but doesn't show up on camera. No, he's got the boomerang thing. Let's see if I can draw it. Is it coming up? The CPU. You shazer. Boomerang. No, I haven't got it right. Let's see. I'm just trying to think how I'm going to draw the sucker. Sort of goes around and goes around and then goes around again. Something like that, doesn't it? And then he's got the triangle in the middle. See, that wasn't mentioned on Tylers, so I don't know why. I suppose he had to get permission from what's his name? Blue Chicken probably wouldn't allow it on Tyler's show. If this was a like a cloaked mothership, it makes sense that if you've got triangle-shaped ships, that you might just have a triangle-shaped portal underneath that where they drop out of. So they might have like a TR-3B, it's like a floating drop ship, you know, like a aircraft carrier. So they could be in each of the arms like this, and then they get whirled to the opening, then dropped out, and then they fly off on their own. So this cloaked thing, I was thinking, might be one of these space platforms where they take up these TR-3Bs to the edge of space because they've got no rockets, and then they fly off using their iron engines at the edge of space into space itself. So it might be part of the secret space force that is flying over top of Doug's house, right? So you could just imagine that, couldn't you? And it's flying over back to base without any triangles in it because it's already dropped them off into the space. So, but that would keep it balanced as well, and the flying wing would add some aerofoil effect. And of course, it might have that special membrane on it, which allows it to charge and reduce its weight, and only needs little engines on it to push it along. But it only works to the edge of space because it needs some atmospherics to make it work. And these other ones probably got different types of plasma engines on them, which allows them to go out in space, and then they can come back down slowly using the plasma engines. But yeah, so yeah, what I'm saying is, if I drew another triangle, that these simply would roll out the hatch. So they'd bring it down here, then simply drop out and then fly away. Anyway, I only thought about that after I finished the show. I was thinking, why would it have a triangle opening? Well, it makes sense. You don't have to have a square opening. Triangle would be the strongest structure for it. Anyway, it's just another theory. So you guys wanted me to look at, not sure if Shogun's still here or not, Thirdphase. I didn't really want to tackle Thirdphase much at the moment because they're into that copyright strike business, and we're not sure where they're going with it. Okay, so there's the AI art one, is it? see how they mucked around with the videos now? Instead of having all the videos for live and uploads together, now they've got a live tab. And that only shows the live shows they do. What's the last live show they did? 2 days ago. So which one was it, Shogun? Because I'm not sure now, because Google have messed up how we normally look at things. 18 Worlds is on. We just saw your stuff on Tyler's channel. What's it doing on there? you ain't gonna live that one down. Telfast, the first one on Thirdphase.
You've upset poorly.
So which one are we talking about here, Shogun? That one there? I don't think so. We'll just pause it and just skim through it. So, you know, anyone like these ones here meant to be credible showing up for an interview on Blake's channel again means they're trying to sell something or trying to get subs. This guy's after subs for his YouTube channel, and this guy's trying to sell his books. But then they realise being on Thirdphase is not going to actually help them much, and it's going to kill their reputation.
People don't care. They just want views. They'll do anything for views.
Yeah.
People really don't care.
Okay,
views are more important for them.
So this is a piece of footage. This one here, I think Shogun means, which is meant to be some new footage. I'm not sure if it's from the Navy or not, or from Jim Goodall, that shows these Tic Tacs, or drone swarm as it's called. I'm not sure if we're allowed to play it or not, but it should be able to be under fair use, shouldn't it?
Will's going to explain his video on Tyler's channel.
Balloons. Again, they have this cigar-shaped
so it looks like it's filmed from a airplane.
feature to it. So.
You ever not?
So he must have got it from a source inside. So where's the close-up of it so we can see it better?
We don't see any wing.
See, that could be looking down on the sea. Could that be a load of boats on the sea even? I don't know. Is that looking like contrails or waves down there? Or clouds? What are we looking at? Does it look like the top of the sea near a beach? It's really poor video, isn't it? But they're claiming these are from a Navy video. I suppose Corbell is going to show it, is he? Could it be drones? Could it be planes that far away? I don't know.
Wings or tell signs of it.
Yeah, but that size, you're not going to see the wings or the tails, are you?
Any kind of
and is it actually on the sea? I don't know. It's kind of looks like water below. Why is it got no colour in it?
conventional.
Would you have that many boats on the water though? A fishing fleet?
Pulsing.
Ugh. Close up on him. Alright. So yeah, I think that's the video you wanted me to analyse. And they're just going to talk bullshit about it. But yeah, there's no... Until it comes out officially from Navy or some better quality. Why is it filmed in, again, portrait? So some pilots filming it with a smartphone. So 18 Wells, you can get on voice, you know, the free for all's up. Just click on it.
Happy Halloween. Trick or treat, baby. Trick or treat.
And, you know, it's also...
Anyway, it's not much we can do with that video. So, yeah, it's from Jim, I guess. We're going to have to say it's credible. Could it be later blimps in the sky, even? Which way are we looking? Down on the sea? Out in the air? Could it be some sort of a ship's... That one there is pretty faint, isn't it? So could that be a ship? Could these be like blimps above a fleet? There's another one that's very faint. Could they be ships? Ships. And these are some type of swarm over them, or blimp radar distraction. Because they used it in World War II like that too, didn't they? So who knows? Yeah, we just have to get more information on that one. Yeah, because it's on Thirdphase, we can't actually believe it, can we? We don't know what the source is, whether it's credible source, you know. Jim's on there promoting this stuff. So to me, that's not credible person in my eyes. Just another guy trying to get attention. And that one we've done live. And this one here. Looks like 18 ain't coming on, is he? Can't you drop a link? We can drop a link.
I'll drop it.
Well,
you just keep doing what you're doing. I'll drop it for you.
Well, I was just going to see whether they had anything else that Shogun wanted us to look at. Have a look at this one. A live stream.
Let's just go down the rabbit hole here for a second. Let's just...
Okay, that definitely looks like water, doesn't it? Okay, so what are we looking at here? Portrait again. Beach. It looks like a beach. Dog. Little dog. Beach. Okay, so we're going to look at Fata Morgana again, or what? Oh, kite, fishing kite. Banner plane.
Right, let's
what
get
are we
a
looking at?
Up look, the original to the left.
Okay, so there's a little thing moving fast on the water, is it?
I managed to get a good close up on it.
That looks like a speedboat with one of those jet streams behind it, doesn't it?
On the right, and added some brightness, contrast. Some people are saying
that's a jet boat.
Jet ski. I'm gonna roll that out, and I'm also gonna roll out.
That looks like a jet ski.
You know, some kind of swordfish, or some.
Okay, Blake, why are you going to rule it out? You got to give a reason why you're going to rule it out. Does it suddenly take off?
No marine.
That looks like a jet ski boat.
Animal skimming off the surface of the ocean. This is way too fast. Again,
no, it's not.
We're sharing this to you, and we.
That's more likely to be a jet boat. They can go up to 180 miles per hour, isn't it? Let's see. Jet boats. Sea jet boats. I think Shogun did say something about the sea video one. So it must be this one. Jet boats. Not the other one. Sea jet boat. Let's just try that. Videos. We see that. Of course, the jet boat was invented in New Zealand, and they can go pretty damn fast. Boat in New Zealand. Okay, boat in New Zealand. Don't know if we can use their video. Let's see if they got anything. What's this popping up? Subscribe. How do we get rid of that? There we go. Okay, that looks like it could be up North Island. There we go, he's going out to sea.
To be able to drop this boat into the water and get away and through the surf pretty quickly. Now on a much rougher day than we experienced today, they would drop it in off the trailer and then manually, people standing in the water would spin the boat around so it's facing the right way. When they were ready to go, fire up the engine, jump in the boat, and they're off through the surf. Now we were lucky enough to be able to push the boat straight off, spin it around through the surf. With an outboard powered boat, it's far more complicated. You've got...
Okay, so that's a little jet boat. Have they got one of the other ones? More powerful ones. So there's the motor in the middle. We used to have a jet boat, and then it has the jet impeller, as they call it, at the back. We want, like they use for the tourists. They're the really fast ones, recto jet boats. Let's say, let's just say speed jet boat. See, it comes up New Zealand. Here we go, shot over. That's what we're looking for. These guys are crazy. Good advertising for New Zealand though. Who's putting it out there? Robert Sim, how many subs he got? I'll give him a like. He's probably got more subs than I have. 3.4 he has.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Now let's just have a look at this jet boat. Yeah, you can see how fast they can go. Okay, he's added some music. Let's get it going, guys. These guys, look how they can spin it around. Yeah, just hang on. They've got a lot of people in that one, but look how speed it can do. Crazy. To me, that looks like the same speed in the video we're watching. And that's got a whole heap of people in it. Whoa! That's got to have some big engines in that sucker. Yeah, so that's a shot over river in New Zealand. Tourists always go down there for bungee jumping and the jet boats. But look how fast that's going, guys. These jet boats can really hammer it, especially on a calm sea or river. So I don't think Blake knows what he's talking about, or he's trying to... Like normal hoaxer debunkers, they will lead you away from what it actually is by saying it's not a jet ski or something, but it could be a jet boat.
We have no clue what to make of it. Some people might say this is...
Okay, so you just look at the video we watched and that really distant boat out to sea there.
USO,
you can see it bouncing up on the waves there as it's hitting them.
unidentified submerged object skimming across
Bull's
the
crap.
surface. Again, we've had rumors that submarines, the Navy...
Yeah, so we probably could take a screenshot and amp it in, maybe, but it's pretty pixelated, isn't it?
Reported, as they call it, the UAPs moving over 500 miles an hour underneath the water. Again, this is...
That's on top of the water.
quite interesting. Aussie Tiger says, I don't see a wake in the water.
Sorry, 18. Where's
I just said it almost looks like the video was sped up.
Yeah, it could also be video sped up as well, yeah. There's Gabber. I have to fix this up here. Where's Gabber gone? Why is he not talking to us?
What should I talk for? This is your channel. You do all the talking. What are you making me talk for?
I just wondered why it wasn't switching between
These
you
bloody
two.
Kiwis trying to make the Aussies do all the work for them, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just watching Security to see your videos on there. So what's the deal on that?
I sent them in there just to get them out.
I wanted to see what he would say about it.
Halloween, trick or treat.
Yeah, trick or treat.
You know, he didn't actually give you any plug.
No, I know that.
So you'll gain nothing from it.
Wasn't he supposed to put a link to your channel?
Yeah, he's supposed to. He didn't.
Copyright strike him. Say,
No,
I agreed. Copyright strike him. Say, I agreed to have my video posted if he put a link to my channel. He never put a link to my channel. Can you copyright strike him, please?
Right. Yeah, because he showed, what, 2 of them?
Yeah. And he put some filters, and that one that was fading in and out, he used 3 filters in 3 stages.
Then he talked about the wrong one. He was talking about how the one looked like birds, but he said it was kind of funny looking. But he wasn't even talking about that video. He was actually talking about the other video that I sent you that actually looks like birds, but it's not. There's all those lights.
Oh, right.
You know, that was...
Yeah.
That's what
the W-shaped wing.
About.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, it's a
he
double W wing
one.
shape. Yeah.
Yeah, he emailed me about that one, and he says it looks like birds, but I don't think so. And he said I'll post that one on my channel. He never put that one on there.
Yeah.
But he put the other one on there that he was talking like he was talking about the other video, which the other one doesn't look like birds at all.
No.
So I don't know. I think he got mixed up or something.
Yeah. It got mixed up between the 2 videos, thinking they're the same thing, I think. I think he thought they were the same thing.
Yeah, no,
two different nights.
Days.
But why give him credible footage? You know he's a scammer.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. Because he emailed me about the one, and then I told him about it, and then he said he'll check it out. I didn't know he was going to post the other 2 on there. He was just talking about the one.
he didn't even show you drawing of either of those ones.
No, he didn't even show the triangle one. He didn't even show the 3D animation I have for him.
Did you give him the Astro train?
No, he played that last year when he didn't even ask me to play it. After I recorded that one, he just put it up on his channel. He never contacted me.
So he stole it.
Yeah.
That's a copyright strike. He stole it. Didn't
That's
contact
right.
you.
Yeah. Shame on me once, shame on me twice. It's not going to happen again, I can tell you that.
Yeah, we've
But
talked about.
they get around the copyright strike by just removing the video.
Now, we told people not to keep giving decent material to any of these hoaxes because they'll just make money off it and you'll gain nothing out of it. See, if you were like a bigger channel and like Underbelly, he would have said, "Oh, I got this from Underbelly. Here's his channel," and bring up on the screen and stuff like that. He would have promoted it to hell. So that you could, and he didn't say go and sub to Doug's or here's the link. Go to his channel and ask him more questions about it if you want. He did nothing like that. He did nothing. He didn't. He got all the benefit from it. Again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I say, he emailed me about my last one. About the thing that looked like birds or whatever that was invisible. And he never brought up the other 2. I don't know why he played those. When he emailed me about or whatever. I don't know. The guy's goofy.
Yeah, he had. How long did he have it for before he put it up? A week? Did he slam it up?
He just emailed me a couple days ago.
So he had a day to work on it and just slam it up, right? So that's why he did some basic analysis with the filters. That's all. When you just improved your footage with the filters.
Right.
You know, we tried to do that on
So
the
what I'll
live
do is
show by zooming in like he did in the editor. Yeah.
So I'll just record what he did on his analysis. I'll re-record that and I'll post it on my channel. No one else can.
Yeah, your audio's breaking up. Are you on a poor Wi-Fi connection at the moment?
I'm driving, going up and down hills. I'm
Right.
in the middle of North Dakota right now. But what I'll do is I'll screen capture what he did, and I'll post it back on my channel. I'm not going to ask him about it.
Yeah. Well, he's done enhancements for you and all that, but it's missing all the other stuff that we did, you know.
Right. I know. I just, for what he did, I mean, I'm just happy that it's out there. People see it. That's my main goal. I mean, I don't ask for money to do this. I do this on my own money, my own time. I just want people to see it because I want people to know that this stuff is out there.
Yeah, but if people wanted to see the original footage, they can't because he didn't give a link.
Right. I know. I hear you. I know. You have to understand. Too that he was talking about a completely different video than those two that he posted. So that was not under my control.
Yeah, I'm not sure if people can understand you. It's trying to cancellate the truck noises in the background. It sounds like you're in a toilet again, but you're actually you're in a truck and it's making the noise, and the cancellation is making this funny sound. But anyway,
can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Okay. So I forget what I was saying.
Yeah, you were saying about getting it out there.
Yeah, I noticed this. Yeah. We were watching the Tyler, and I was like, "That's Wheels' triangle." He's like, "No, it's not." Yes, it is. Look. There's a roof at the end because it turns left, and then he goes to the roof of his house. That's Wheels'. He's like, "No way, Wheels put it on Tyler's channel."
We were shocked to see it.
I was just talking about, I was talking to him through email about the one video, totally absent than the two. And then he posted the two on there. I mean, it kind of bugs me a little bit, but I'm happy that he got it out there. That way people can see it, because that's my main goal. Is just have people see it. I don't ask for money or anything. I record this stuff on my own time and stuff like that. I want people to see it, because like the government 3 videos that are out, that's just shit.
Well, don't give it to Blake Cousins, whatever you do, please.
No. Oh no, I won't do that.
I'm gonna send my videos to Thirdphase of Moon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send them plasma ball UFO.
I bet they don't use it. They don't like dot UFOs, mate. They just won't use it.
It's not a dot UFO. Plasma ball UFO is fucking massive. It fills up the whole screen. It fills up the whole screen when I zoom in. It's not a dot UFO.
Yeah, I know, but it's still a dot to them, though.
I saw this huge ass dot. It was, how, like, when you look at the moon, what size it is?
Yeah.
This thing was like, I don't know how far away it was from me, but
yeah,
it was like the size. It was damn near basically the size of the moon if you're looking at it, and it was cruising through the clouds, and it looked like a gray fuzzball.
Yeah.
The thing was huge.
Thirdphase of Moon are not going to use my videos on their channel because I uploaded part 1 and part 2 of the Hoax documentary on my Billy UFO channel. They hate me. They hate me. There's no way they're going to do anything with anything I do with anything of anything.
Right.
Yeah. And plus,
so
they
you
don't
like my
trust
trick or
it.
treat?
Trick or treat, Thirdphase of Moon. What is it? 14,000 views, bitches. Take that. Sit on that and rotate, Blake Cousins.
Yeah, so Tyler's audience level is like 13 to 30-year-old range, right? So you got 200,000 views of kids watching it and not really understanding what it is anyway. But
when I was 30 years old and I looked at UFO videos, I thought a lot of them were UFOs. I didn't know people were like balloons and planes and satellites. And
yeah, I was
then
the same.
Started researching it and looking into it because I was getting lots of footage. And I'm like, hang on a sec. 99.9% of the stuff out there is like just fake.
Yeah. It is.
I don't know. I've never seen a damn
not
balloon.
fake, but misidentified is the word. Not most of them are misidentified, and a few percentage are hoaxes, right? Or the misidentified are used to perpetrate a hoax, like what Thirdphase do. You know, they'll take a misidentified.
It is identified if you look it up, but they sit there and say, "This is an amazing UFO. Look at this one. What do you think of this, guys?" They deliberately lie about it to create sensationalism over something that's already been debunked. It's identified.
Yeah. So, how many hours have we done here already? It does feels like a long time. It's coming up to dinner time here as well. But there's no rush because it is shopping day and we have a late lunch, 3 hours. So, yeah, I can hang around for a wee bit longer.
Alright, so you like my trick or treat video?
No.
That's not a treat, that was a trick. That was a trick.
Yeah, that was a...
Honestly, guys, that was not a trick. I was sitting outside for over 2 hours, and all of a sudden I hear what sounded like a
that
regulated mask.
Yeah,
right?
I haven't actually shown that. Well, we'll show that in a minute. He's talking about some breathing noise. I'll bring it up at the end.
Yeah.
I think, are we finished with Thirdphase though? Let me just let's just have a look.
Kind of wake in the background behind it, but no whitewash.
I'll just have to get the magnifier sorted out here. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's a jet boat.
That thing's cooking it right across.
Or a whale.
Over there.
No, it's a jet boat.
Stuff, guys. I want to get your thoughts.
I've seen enough of those in New Zealand to know that creates a wake that's really long out the back.
Oh yeah. Last action says first one is a submarine.
My screen is like 4x4 right now.
Yeah.
I can't see that good. But yeah.
Anyway, they're saying it's not a jet boat, a USO again. So that to me, that's just misleading. They need to get some real experts on this show. And if they were really changing,
they have a team.
No, they haven't changed.
They have a team. No, they've got a team. They're very professional. They have a team.
So that looks like a jet boat that's slowing down the interior.
Yeah, it does.
Probably, maybe about.
You can see the wake coming out the back of it.
So
yeah,
again, it's hard to say,
from the boat engine.
Yeah, you can see it bouncing on the waves too, can't you? So anyway,
it's bouncing on the waves, on the current. It's got wake from the engine at the back. Like, these people are malacas.
Okay, what's the next one?
That's really sad.
Is that a laser beam one? What have we got here? Lexa Las Vegas light. Okay, a light from the top of the pyramids. Hitting what? A balloon?
Filmed this, and he just rolled for about 6 minutes. We'll show you a portion of it.
Okay, so it could be drones in the beam light, couldn't it?
But it's quite interesting.
But you can't see the light where the light source is. That happens when it gets cooler out and it's kind of muggy, at the same time. I see that all the time here.
Yeah, what is
Every time when it gets cooler, right around this.
I can hear planes in the background. This must be some sort of aerial skydiving show, is it?
Yeah, they're
I can hear
directly
plane.
above the Luxor.
Yeah. And whatever they are, they're reflective.
Well, I can hear planes.
You know, they...
That's got to be a skydiver, isn't it? We just heard a plane drop off skydivers and they're going down the beam as a stunt. That's what it is,
there's
isn't
no
it?
way they're drones.
Yeah.
That skydivers going around in circles on those parachutes. They're gradually coming down.
No, not that.
They don't shine.
Looks like a spotlight.
Yeah, no, it's a spotlight on top of Luxor in Las Vegas. So, but this is obviously a plane that just dropped off a bunch of pyro skydivers or LED sky suits or whatever they wear now.
Seems like there's more, and then there's less.
Yeah, they're just circling around us. They're certainly slowly coming down on their parachutes.
And they're going through the lights so that people can see them that are on the ground.
That's super weird.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like that. Aliens are coming in.
They haven't seen that. They haven't seen skydivers before.
Oh yeah, maybe that's. They're all inter.
You can see they're far away from it too, which won't help pixel.
What are the
eyes.
people saying in the background?
Yeah, I don't know.
Blind.
That's so weird.
So that's a girl saying that seems weird, but I think they're slowly coming down.
And they're still, they're still there.
Yeah, they'll go right down to the ground, mate. That's what skydivers do.
I zoom in that much, but
I bet we can find that out. Let's just find it out. See, do some basic research. 5-minute research. Because Blake's made it excuse. Yeah, Lexer skydivers. Just put that in there. See what comes up. The best Lexer skydiving with photos. Right, there we go. Got skydivers.
You could even just look up and see if they were having a skydive event in Las Vegas.
We need Las Vegas ones. So they definitely do it in Egypt.
Because they'll promote that. If that's an event like that, they'll promote it. That'd be something easy to find online.
City, Las Vegas skydiving. No. Luxor Hotel and Casino. No. That's ads. Okay, we got skydivers from a small plane here. Is that the Luxor? That's it. That's it. We got some images. Where's the images? Okay, let's get the images only. There's the beam of light. Las Vegas skydiving indoor. Indoor skydiving. Yeah. Yeah, we'll play that video in a minute.
No, I know. I'm just. I'm referring to this video.
Trick or treat.
Oh man.
This skydivers one word or two words? I think it might be one word, isn't it? Skydivers. Okay, what do we got here? I was hoping there's going to be a snapshot of them in the beam. Definitely skydiving happening there. Let's just go back to normal. What's that say there? 6 of us are looking to skydive when to go to Las Vegas in June. Let's see, nighttime. Wonder who it would be though. Would it be the Golden Knights? Nighttime. Bungee jumping. Challenge limit. Las Vegas Casino skydiving experience. Nothing's really coming up though, is it? Oh, go on, catch up. Okay, what else can we do? Right, well, let's just get rid of Lex, or maybe they just
That
used
would
it.
probably be. That might be a part of some air show too. We should see if they have an air show event. Usually
It's
air
not-
show
it's
events
not-
they have.
Yeah, it's not UFOs though, is it? It's just unknown at this stage because we haven't What was the date on the video? This is the thing we don't know, right? Have they got a more tab? Where's the more tab? Have we got any links to it? UFO over water. I don't think we've seen that one. Lixar. Here we go. They've actually got some advertising links. It's more than what Security did for you.
The whole problem is, the argument is, oh, they don't fake stuff. Well, then why are they being so shady and hiding what time it was, what date it was? You know? Show that evidence.
3 subscribers they got from sharing it.
If they show the evidence, then people can check it and debunk it. Simple.
Right.
So it's an old video, isn't it? That's probably why we can't find anything current. 2 years ago, it says here. 2 years ago. It's a recycled video. So we've probably debunked it in the past. If I look back through my videos, probably said the same thing. Skydivers. Light shits. Birds. Yeah, there's one possibility. It could be birds circling. But it looked like it was coming down to me. Mind you, that would have to be big birds. Because that light on that top of that building was quite huge. So if it was birds...
Well, they had another video like that last year where a light was shining up into the sky. It turned out it was, what the hell was it, birds or big moths or something like that.
So you got 3 comments on that whole video. 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, it's got Charles on there. So it must be old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comments on there.
Yeah, that one turned out it was like a big swarm of moths going around in the light. And that's what this reminds me of.
Yeah.
Because there were so many of them clumped together that it looked like something solid was there, but it wasn't. It was just a big clump of
so this
moths.
let's just play it on this one then, because their one's mucked around with probably. But it looks like they're keeping equal spacing, which birds wouldn't do. They would sort of be... And bats would be joined together, right?
Well, bats aren't attracted to light. That's like the dark. The moths like the light.
To me, that looks like they're coming down slowly and keeping equal spaces. See that there? Birds wouldn't do that. It looks too regular.
But do they go back up?
It doesn't look like it.
Or did they cut it before they show where the stuff goes back up?
In fact, I think I saw a flash like you get on a plane behind that beam of light there. Like looks like maybe they're turning on LED lights on their suits. So maybe. Oh look, see there's a flash there. That looks like a plane in the background. Maybe a helicopter just keeping an eye on them. What? Oh, I gotta go for dinner. Oh, okay. Oh well. That's a plane there, skydiving plane with them, or a helicopter with them. So we'd have to keep an eye on it and really see if they get lower down. Okay, let's go on further. Oh, looks like they've cut the video. Ah, here's a plane. Or a helicopter. So that's keeping an eye on them. So that's got to be watching the show. Yeah, I don't think it's birds. Could be drones, could be skydivers. But yeah, that's a pretty big light there, so...
Yeah, some of that's going down.
Oh, it's got to be skydivers. They can stay up quite a long time with those paragliders, can't they? They can even get the thermals and even go upwards again, can't they, on those gliders? If they got the right thermals. I think it's lowered down. We'd have to compare it. So that's so far up there. And at the beginning, I think they're way higher. If we can get a far away shot here. So what do you say? Top of the building, 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. Let's go back here. If we can get a faraway shot. Okay, that's a lot to think. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches up, wouldn't it? That's a faraway shot there. And we don't even see the top of the building here, but it looks like the top of the building's here. So they've half the distance in that time. So they are definitely coming down. Solved. See, there you go. Top of the building. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely come down a wee bit anyway. Skydivers with LED suits. Anyway, we'll just play your clip and then wrap up. Actually, I've got to get going. So yeah, whereabouts was your clip? Did you post it on the side? I haven't got it handy.
You have it.
I'll find it. It's on Discord, isn't it? UFO General. Where's UFO General gone? Yeah. I actually haven't played it yet, so this will be the first time.
Oh, do you have a headset on?
Yeah, I got a headset on. I have to
good.
for a live show.
So you gotta wear a headset to listen to this, because it's really weird.
Here we go. Whereabouts? Is it the whole video?
Just the whole thing, yeah.
I have to turn it right up the way.
It starts right away after I think you hear me exhale, and that starts right away.
Can't hear anything.
That inhale is not me.
I don't hear anything.
I just heard something. I just heard they talking. Sounds like it's really low.
I've got maximum volume, haven't I? I think I might have to do run it through Audacity for you and redo it for you.
I can hear it. I don't know about you.
You need a red circle, as Gabber would say. Where's your red circle?
Where's your red circle?
Is it repeating or what?
I don't hear anything now. Oh, there we go. I hear it.
Some more there.
It keeps like, whatever it is, it keeps breathing, like taking, I don't know if it's a deep breath. The more I've heard it now, it almost sounds like an inhale. Like, you know, if you wear a respirator mask, it has that, you know, that.
Yeah, just I can't hear that on the video, so maybe I'm deaf.
Do you hear it?
No. I think you have to throw a word up on the screen as it happens, and then people have to listen like they do on ghost shows.
I don't know.
Well, that was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, see, right, it happens right before I coughed. It's really loud. I coughed loud just to try to scare it away, whatever the heck it was. And then it happened again. It seemed like it was closer to me after I coughed. And then that's when I said, all right, that's it. I went back in the house. But it didn't end there, though. I shut the camera off after I got in the house. I went in the garage to have a cigarette. And then as soon as I opened up the door to go in the garage, I heard. I'm like, what the hell? So I stood there, and then it didn't happen again.
Yeah, I just can't hear it. I'm gonna have to have the original source and run it through Audacity and do it on the show that
filters
way.
on it.
Yeah, maybe another time, because I got to go now.
Yeah.
I was trying to listen to it. I couldn't hear it either.
Okay.
I can hear you breathing.
Yeah.
Maybe you're confusing him breathing with the sound. I was trying to figure out, is that you breathing or is that the sound breathing?
No, that's not me breathing. That's the sound.
That might be where the
'Cause I,
confusion is.
When I first heard it, I basically froze. You know, I stopped breathing through my mouth, and I'm like kind of holding my breath.
Yeah, when you
And then every sound. What's that?
I can hear a train in the background.
Stop and you stop breathing so you can hear what that noise is. I know what you
mean. Right. Yeah. So anytime you hear that breathing, that's what that is. It's not
so I
me.
can hear train sounds at the moment.
Yeah. Then after that dies down, then you hear it again. You hear the.
Is it train? It sounds like a foghorn type sound. Could be a truck, I suppose.
Yeah, that's the train.
So you start talking, so you say, all right. But I thought I heard a couple of breaths then, just before you said that.
Right, yeah. Yeah, just before I said, all right, then that was the breath again. That was the sound.
So, you reckon
So it happened just before I coughed.
And
then there's like a pause, and then there's another one again.
Yeah, just listen.
What's breathing next to you?
I didn't hear it. Let's go back a wee bit and try again.
Alright.
I heard a and you said all right.
Yeah. That was it.
And then I think I heard a just after you coughed there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the noise.
That's like a breath inwards, like that.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like one of those like regulator masks, you know.
It sounds like me snoring when my nose is blocked up. Anyway, it probably needs to be put through Audacity and cleaned up a wee bit, and we got maximum volume I could do on the show for it, and it wasn't good enough. So, but yeah, I got to get going, else I'm going to be in the crapperoo. And so I'm going to end up the live stream now, guys. I'm just going to equalize the mixer back down so it's not too loud. So, happy Halloween. It wasn't. It rained all night here and the kids were disappointed they couldn't go out in the streets, so it sort of all got cancelled.
Oh,
no. Yeah. But it's my parents don't support it. They won't buy sweets and give them to the door. We've done it a couple of times. And we had like 15-year-olds dressed up as kids begging for sweets. And I said, get out of here. Anyway, I'll just drop you off and say goodnight now and take care. And I'm just going to end up with the credits, okay?
All right.
And you two can still stay in the room chatting if you want to. So I'll say goodnight, and I'm in the crap because my dinner's going to be cold now. And I'll say goodbye. I don't think we had too many people on today for some reason, but there must have been some other live show happening, maybe. I don't know. Did Cambion do one? But people always watch mine after. Yeah, I'm getting yelled at now. Get here! I'm used to cold dinners anyway. I used to do shift work. I'll just close that down. Where's my thing gone? Oh, here it is. See, this is what happens when I'm under pressure. I make mistakes. Anyway. Thanks, guys. Have you got the audio? Yeah. I thought I might have stuffed up something then. I won't wait to the end fully here. Anyway, it was the last minute thought about doing a show today. I got the doctors tomorrow. Might try and do something in the weekend, guys. I'll see you then. And I'll end it there. Take care on the roads.